clear skies, sunny day at Billwood Field as we get ready for baseball between the North Platte Plainsmen and the Dodge City A's. Game 3 of 3 between these two opponents. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into the broadcast booth. Tobias Zabori, the voice of the North Platte Plainsmen, joined alongside Daniel Castagna, our live stream operator. And happy Thursday, happy Taylor Swift Day at Billwood Field. Today's ball game being themed all around Taylor Swift, including our in-game music and in-game contest. But right now, the action we're looking at is down on the field, as the Plainsmen will look to be avoiding a sweep against the Dodge City A's. They have lost 2 games in a row to Dodge City. Last night was nothing short of an embarrassment and left a lot of questions as to whether or not the Plainsmen were going to have an ability to win a game in this series. Remember, the Plainsmen got just 1 hit in that ball game. It was the double to right field by Ryan Kelly. Beyond that, they had just 1 run scored on the error by Rui Ushida, who came around, and the Plainsmen were unable to do absolutely anything with it. They lost by 5 runs. 6-5 was your final last night, as another game of baseball getting ready in today's action. We're going to take a look at the lineups pretty quickly. For the Dodge City A's, leading off Juan Rivera. Rivera leads off. He's at second base. Cooper Schneider batting second out in right field. Preston Gamster, the shortstop, bats third. Nolan Williams, the center fielder, is in the cleanup spot. Cooper Tompkinson, the first baseman, bats fifth. Rudy Gonzalez, the catcher, bats sixth. Dawson Stutz bats seventh at third base. Matthew Sandoval bats 8 out in left field. And Jordan Rodriguez is the DH, batting ninth. Bryson Adair will toe the slab for Dodge City in this final game of the series. So the Plainsmen will look like this. Zach Knowlton, the center fielder, leads us off, followed by Cade Owens out in left. Major Maiden DHing today, batting third. Sam Bond will be batting fourth down at first base. Jovan Suarez down at third, batting fifth. Tucker Bond, and part of that Bond sandwich at first base, batting sixth. Braden Zirkle will hit seventh over at second base. Trey Runge, who we're going to have a bit of a surprise for later, you'll hear on the broadcast when he bats eighth as the shortstop. And Carmelo Ortiz will be behind the dish as the catcher in today's contest. And Peyton Ramsey will go up and climb the mound for the North Platte Plainsmen. 7 games, just 1 start on the year, 17 1/3 innings pitched. As the Dodge City A's ready to getting on their field, wearing their green hats with the yellow A's, the green uniforms with yellow striping, and gray pants, green socks to boot. The Plainsmen on the other side, they're trying to will some magic from Father's Day, as it's the same exact uniform they wore on Father's Day against the Western Nebraska Pioneers in Gering for the doubleheader. They are wearing their green NP hat with the silver NP, their white pants, white socks, and interestingly enough, the gray uniforms. Gray, obviously, in baseball mostly associated as a road color, but the Plainsmen, for the second time this year, are doing the gray tops with the white pants. They are mostly associated, at least in my mind, inning number 3 by more than 5 runs. And is no errors too much to ask for the North Platte Plainsmen? Errors have befell them and hurt them throughout the season. Today, that's going to be a big problem. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. When we come back, first pitch of Plainsmen baseball against the Dodge City A's here on the Plainsmen YouTube channel. Welcome back to Billwood Field as the Plainsmen take the field ready to take on the Dodge City A's. We're going to take a look at the Plainsmen defense, but first the Dodge City A's batting lineup as they face Peyton Ramsey on the slab for the North Platte Plainsmen. Leading off will be Juan Rivera. Rivera out at second base. In batting second for the Dodge City A's will be Cooper Schneider, the right fielder. He'll be followed by Preston Gamster, who will be down at shortstop. Nolan Williams, the center fielder, will bat fourth, followed by Cooper Tompkinson down at first base. Rudy Gonzalez will bat sixth, followed by Dawson Stutz, the third baseman, in at seven. Matthew Sandoval bats eighth, and Jordan Rodriguez rounds us off. He will be batting ninth as we take a look at the Plainsmen defense behind starting pitcher Peyton Ramsey. On the bump, Ramsey, his battery mate will be Carmelo Ortiz. Tucker Bond is over at first. Braden Zirkle down at second. Trey Runke, the other man in the on the middle infielder, so he's batting at short. And Jovan Suarez will be down at third. The outfielders from left to right, Kate Owens, Zach Knowlton, and Sam Bond as the Plainsmen look to rebound after this series started off on the wrong foot. It has been a cruel summer for the North Platte Plainsmen, 5-19 entering today's ball game. As they try and change their course of fortune, wearing the Spaceman uniforms they wore against the Pioneers on Father's Day when they got the win, as well with a close loss on a walk-off, hoping that maybe the Threads will bring some magic to their way, as Juan Rivera will be coming up to hit to lead off this ball game for the Dodge City A's. Rivera coming in, hitting .333 on the season with a .508 on base percentage. And he will be facing Peyton Ramsey, the starter. Ramsey has started one game in 7 appearances. He has 17 1/3 innings pitched, 20 hits, allowed 14 runs, 7 of them earned. He has struck out 12, and he throws the first pitch away for ball one. That is how we start today's ball game, 1-0 to Rivera. Ramsey has walked 7 men, hit 5. The 1-0 is inside. That is strike one, and the count goes to 1-1. As Ramsey sets on up with the 1-1 to the lefty, Rivera takes high for strike 2, and he's quickly got him 1-2. Peyton Ramsey having a nice start on the season. He's been used as a late inning reliever until recently. The last 2 games he's appeared in, he's been the starting man as that ball's grounded over to short. Runke's going to not be able to backhand it. That's going to be a base hit as we lead off this ball game. A single through the left side. Runke made a valiant effort for it. He just could not come up with a little chopper, so there's a man on to start inning number 1 as Cooper Schneider will come up to hit. Schneider hitting .271 here against the on this season. .333 on base percentage, 13 hits to his name. As Ramsey's first pitch is going to be taken for strike 1 on to Schneider. So it is 0-1. Today's weather, 84 and sunny. No need for a cardigan. Beautiful day for baseball. Absolutely little wind. That pitch is inside. Runner goes to second. There will be no throw, so an easy steal for Juan Rivera. Rivera using his speed, trying to intimidate the Plainsmen, and that's going to be another problem they're going to look for throughout the game. As the pitch on home shows, Bunn hits it off the plate, will trickle foul, so we go to 1-2. Ramsey trying to get his first batter out of the game with a man already on second after an infield single and a stolen base. The wind coming in from center field, blowing in not as strong as it was earlier against the Dodge City A's in game 1 of the series, but certainly still going to play a factor as the 1-2 pitch is hit in the air to right field. That's going to be on a rope for Bond. Bond moving back, reaches out, and the ball is in and out of his glove. He bobbled it. Down to third goes Rivera. Rivera, who was holding, thinking it was going to be an out, is at third. Down to second goes Cooper Schneider. Sam Bond had it in his glove, and it popped on out, and now there are 2 on with nobody down. We're going to wait and see how that is officially scored here by our baseball operations intern Levi Newell, who does the scoring of these games. Whether that's going to be a hit or an error against Bond, and it will be an E9. That bounced in and out of his glove. That was an out. First pitch to Gamster is high for strike 1, so the count is 0-1. Ramsey looking in, waiting on a sign with men at second and third. Nobody out to start this game. The Plainsmen trailing another bad start. The 0-1 swing and a miss, and now he's got him at 0-2. Ramsey has had 3 consecutive batters in a 2-strike count. Rivera singled. Schneider reached second on an error by Sam Bond, who had the ball pop in and out of his glove. Ramsey sets, and the 0-2 pitch is taken away for ball 1, so the count goes to 1-2. Trying to settle on down, facing Preston Gamster, who's hitting .245, entering this ball game. Ramsey still waiting on it. He's got his sign. And the 1-2 on home. Swing and a foul ball right over to the Dodge City dugout, and it catches one of the players sitting on the top of their dugout. So the count stays at 1-2 with Ramsey trying to put away Preston Gamster. This would be out number 1 of the inning. And the ball game for the Plainsmen trying to avoid yet another first inning deficit. Pitch is high, so it goes to 2-2. As the Plainsmen trying to get out of this inning, Ramsey has allowed the first 2 men to reach, 1 on an error, 1 on a tough infield single that Runke was unable to backhand. Ramsey's 2-2 home, swinging a little looper going into foul territory, and it will drop by the first base coach's box. So Preston Gamster will see another pitch. Plainsmen allowed 2 runs in the first inning yesterday. They allowed none in the first in inning number 1, in game number 1, but they allowed 1 in the second back on Tuesday. Ramsey sets, fires on home. That one is inside, and it got him. A hit by pitch, and the first 3 men have all reached base for the Dodge City A's. And right now, this is starting to look eerily like yesterday's game. Rivera, Schneider, and Gamster led off the game. A walk, double, a walk. First 3 men all reached. Then the Plainsmen got a key double play, allowed a single and a strikeout. 2 runs did score in the inning, as now Nolan Williams will come up to hit. Williams has not hit in this series against the Plainsmen. He's batting .250 on the year. A's bases juice, nobody out. Ramsey's first pitch on home is high for ball 1. Count is 1-0. As this inning has started off bad and just gotten worse on the Plainsman side. The infield single started off by Juan Rivera, and now things have gone downhill for Ramsey. He had an out, but it was out of the glove. 1-0 is right in there, a fastball. That is strike 1, 1-1. As Ramsey facing Williams. 1 home run on the year, 8 runs batted in. The 1-1 swung on through, and for the 4th consecutive batter, Ramsey has a 1-2 count. However, Ramsey has been unable to put anybody away on a 2-strike pitch to date. He will fire his 1-2 home, swinging a line drive hit down the left field line. That will be another ball that finds the gap after a 1-2. 1 run will score, 2 runs will score, and it's 2-0 Dodge City A's. A single by Nolan Williams. And the Plainsmen are already in a 2-0 hole. The first 4 batters have all reached base. All of them have seen a 2-strike count against them. None have been put away. They almost had Cooper Schneider, but Sam Bond was unable to come up with it. And now it's Cooper Tompkinson, the 5-hole batter, hitting .238 on the season. He will take the first pitch high for ball 1. Remember, the first 2 batters scored in yesterday's game. That one, the Plainsmen lost 6-1. They were 1 hit in the contest. As they try to avoid the same fate today, they'll have to get to their bats first, and that one is outside. It's 2-0. So Carmelo Ortiz, who's been behind the dish in today's game, is now walking out to settle down Peyton Ramsey in this start. Ramsey has been solid, but he has just not been able to end batters, as all 4 men have come on in. 2 runners are in to score. They are still searching for out number 1 with 2 on. and 2 across, facing the 5-hole hitter, Cooper Tompkinson. Ramsey sets his 2-0 home, fouled back, and we go quickly to 2 and 1. Ramsey looking on in. Still waiting for the sign from Carmelo Ortiz as they try and put away their first batter in this inning. 2 and 1 is inside, and it's 3 and 1, and Ramsey's in danger of walking the bases loaded. Ramsey and the Plainsmen have been unable to get out of innings in this series. Remember, they lost game 1 by the run rule 12-2. Yesterday, it felt like it was going that direction. 3-1 is hammered in the air to center field. Knowlton moving over, still moving over. It will drop in front of him. That's going to be a base hit. Down to third moves a runner. 5 batters have come to the plate. None of them have been put out, and it's bases loaded again for Rudy Gonzalez. Down to second goes Nolan Williams. Over to third goes Preston Gamster on the single by Cooper Tompkinson, and things have gone from bad to worse in this inning. They almost had Juan Rivera, the leadoff batter, out. That did not go. They almost had Cooper Schneider out on the flyout. Bond dropped it. Both have come in to score, and it's still loaded, nobody out. Gonzalez hitting .206 on the season. He takes strike 1 inside. It is 0 and 1. As coming set is Ramsey. Kicks and fires on home with the 0-1. Fouled back, so he's got a batter at 0 and 2. Of the first 6 men he has faced, this is batter number 5 that has seen a 2-strike count against him as Ramsey tries to shake it off. Still looking in for the sign from Carmelo Ortiz. Ramsey's got it. His 0-2 on home. Swinging a ground ball on the infield for Runge. Runge goes to second. On to first, it will be not in time. A run scores. They get the runner at second. So finally the first out of this inning. They go 6-4. Down to third goes Williams. On the fielder's choice reaches Gonzalez. That scores a run. 3-0 Dodge City A's. So a ground ball that ends up being helpful for the A's despite the out. They hold a 3-run lead with the 7-hitter Dawson Stutz coming up to the plate. And time will be called as there will be a pinch runner in for the catcher. The courtesy runner, we see this a lot in these games. Rudy Gonzalez will get to go back to the dugout, put on the pads, get ready to catch again. So a new man down at first. It will be Brian Gardner. The first pitch is taken for strike 1. Ramsey just trying to settle on down and get out of this inning with no more damage done. The Dodge City A's trying to do more as that one is going to be fouled off the right side. So we go to 0 and 2 again. Brian Gardner down at first base as the courtesy runner in for Gonzalez. Ramsey, the 0-2 home. Gonzalez running, swing and a miss. That will be 2 men down. They got the man in a pickle. Carmelo Ortiz slips. They had him dead to right at first, but Ortiz was unable to find the footing, so back into the bag goes Brian Gardner. There are 2 men out. The first strikeout of the game for Peyton Ramsey. So there are 2 away with still runners at the corners for Matthew Sandoval, and the Plainsmen were almost out of the inning with Gardner cheating off of first by quite a bit, but Ortiz unable to find the footing on the wet grass. Check on the runner at first, but he will be back in time. It rained pretty much all last night after the game, and the field this morning did not look great. We were able to dry it out, though, for today's contest. First pitch is going to be grounded on the infield for Zirkle. Zirkle gloves it on to first. That is in time. The inning is over. 3-run score as the first 5 batters reach base. We make our way to the bottom of the first inning. It's already 3-0, Plainsmen trailing.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. a proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale, all backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale, all backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket.
After 3 runs scored in the top half of inning number 1, we make our way to the bottom half of the inning. Dodge City A's leading 3-0 as we take a look at the Plainsmen batting order. Zach Knowlton will lead it off as the center fielder. He'll be followed by Cade Owens and Major Maiden, the DH in today's game. Sam Bond in the cleanup spot. Down at first base, Jovan Suarez will be batting 5th. Tucker Bond, rounding at the Bond sandwich of Suarez, is batting 6th. Zirkle, Runge, and Ortiz round out the starting 9 for the Plainsmen as we take a look at the field behind Bryson Adair, the righty for Dodge City. He's throwing to Rudy Gonzalez. The corners are Cooper Tompkinson and Dawson Stutz. The middle infielders, Juan Rivera, Preston Gamster, and the outfielders from left to right, Matthew Sandoval, Nolan Williams, and Cooper Schneider. As Knowlton leads off inning number 1 for the Plainsmen, trailing already 3-0, and he tries to add something to this inning number 1. Remember, the first 6 batters in the last frame reached base. So Knowlton, hitting .246 on the year, will lead off crack one foul over the head of Davin Conway, so it is quickly 0-1. Plainsmen trying to do better than they did yesterday. It was very much an Ivy-style game. 1 hit. A 1 fouled back, 0-2. Ivy League, I should say. As we see baseball in that league always having small hits, at least from the ones I've seen from the Ivy Leaguers. As ready on the 0-2 is Bryson Adair. Kicks and delivers on home. It is in there for strike 3 call. Knowlton is retired. A backwards K to start this ball game, and it's looking already like yesterday for the Plainsmen. No luck on the mound, and worse luck at the dish as Cade Owens will come up to hit. Look at Bryson Adair coming into today's game. He had pitched just 1 game, just 0.2 innings pitched, allowed 4 runs, 3 hits, a walk, 2 strikeouts. First pitch is low for ball 1 from Adair to Owens. Bryson Adair has been in the lineup before for these Dodge City A's. On Tuesday, Adair was the second baseman. 1-0 is inside, and Owens has to twist out of the way, so it's quickly 2-0. Adair on Wednesday went 1 for 4 with a single. He also had a fielder's choice. He drove in 2 runs and was hit by a pitch. His 2-0 is going to be in there for strike 1 on to Cade Owens. As the Plainsmen trying to work out of a tough jam and a tough deficit, he takes the 2-1 inside to make it 3-1 on to Owens. After Owens will be Major Maiden. The Plainsmen have overcome a 5-run deficit this season just once to win, as that one is cracked into right field, and it takes them just 2 batters to get their first hit, rather than last inning, which it took them 6 entire innings. A single by Owens, a shot right on through. That's going to bring up Major Maiden. And Major Maiden, you especially look at his last week, his bat must be enchanted. Hitting .270 on the season. Absolutely fantastic. Just 11 strikeouts, 9 runs batted in, and he's slugging .432 as the lefty DH in today's game. Waits on the pitch from the righty Adair. Fires on home, takes down and in for ball 1. Maiden got the start yesterday at the first base bag. Obviously, it being Western Wednesday was the perfect day for Major Maiden to be in the lineup. Yesterday, Maiden went 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Today, trying to fare better with a man on first. The 1-0 to the lefty Maiden is high for ball 2. Major Maiden trying to get through, and after the leadoff man struck out in Knowlton, Maiden trying to start a bit of a rally with Sam Bond coming up to hit next. Coming set of Deer. He fires the 2-0, cracked up the middle, that should be 2. Gamster will go to second himself, on to first, a double play, and the side is retired. Bad luck for the North Platte Plainsmen, strikes again. We will make our way to inning number 2, 3-0, your score, Dodge City on top.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Bellwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles.
On to the second inning, the North Platte Plainsmen trailing the Dodge City A's 3-0, as the 9-hitter Jordan Rodriguez will lead us off for Dodge City. The first 8 batters all came to the plate against Peyton Ramsey in inning number 1. The first 6 were unable to be retired. 3 runs plated, and it should be noted that one of those first 2 men was an error from Cooper Schneider committed by Sam Bond, as that one is in there for strike 1, so the count is 0-1. Next pitch, swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Ramsey only had 2 batters he faced in inning number 1 that didn't face 2 strikes against him. He only got 1 strikeout, now has an 0-2 pitch on the way to the 9-hitter, swinging a ground ball, should be playable for Runge. Runge has it go through his glove, Zirkle covering, and it's a man on base to start the inning. Runge reached on down, tried to make a play on it, was unable to come up with it as we turn it over to the top of the order. That will be ruled an infield hit. Interesting hit call. It looked like from our angle that could have been called an error, but either way, a single for Jordan Rodriguez, and he will crack one down the left field line going foul towards the Axis party deck, so it's 0-1. The lefty singled to start the ball game on an infield play that Trey Runge was unable to backhand. That was part of a first inning when the Plainsmen were unable to work out of the labyrinth they created for themselves. That one is going to be taken for ball 1, so the count is 1-1. On to Rivera. Hitting .333, entering today. The 1-1 pitch is taken high. That is strike 2. Right around the white Dodge City lettering on the front of the A's green uniforms. Ramsey sets on up. He will check the runner at first. He's back in time. Ramsey trying to get him peeking, but he was unable to get the man down. Comes on set. 1-2. Swinging a ground ball in the infield again. This one for Runge, and that one goes through him again. Another ground ball that eats up Trey Runge. Down to third will go Jordan Rodriguez. Back-to-back ground balls that Runge has just unable to make a play on. They rule the hit to Rodriguez. That one in error against Trey Runge, and it's 2 on, nobody out. And this is just like inning number 1. As the Plainsmen have just been unable to get outs in this ballgame. They have been incredibly unlucky. We talked about one of the keys to the game being Plainsmen needing to play clean on defense. Already they have committed 2. As that one's on the infield for Runge. This could be 2. Shovels it to second, on to first. It will not be in time. They get the lead runner. The man is safe at first, and the run scores. So it is 4-0 Dodge City A's in inning number 2. Plainsmen arguing that there may have been interference, but they will not get the call. So a fielder's choice with 1 out has a man on base and a run already in. And that'll bring up Gamster. As Gamster has been hit by a pitch already in today's game. He came around to score on the fielder's choice by Rudy Gonzalez. That pitch, does he go on through? He does, and it's 0-1. Ramsey checking the runner at first. He sets on up. Will kick and deal on home. Runner goes to second. Throw from Ortiz will be just a bit too late. So a stolen base for Cooper Schneider. As the speed of the Dodge City A's has proven itself to be a dangerous thing once again. Second steal in today's game, only in inning number 2. 58 steals on the season for the A's in 66 tries. As Ramsey coming set, he now has an 0-2 on to Gamster. That one is outside, and a nice job by Carmelo Ortiz to stop it from rolling into the backstop. Gamster at the base, trying to extend this at-bat and get another run across. Already in a 4-run game, he goes after one high and hits it off towards the parking lot, so it stays at 1-2. Ramsey has faced some tough luck, has been unable to get men out with 2 strikes, as the Plainsmen defense has been unable to help us. That one is rocket in the air to center field, moving back. Knowlton still moving back, reaches up, makes the catch, runner tags. The throw will be over to third. Is it on time? It over to the bag is in time to get him. What a double play. A fly out to Zach Knowlton and the cannon to get the runner trying to take third. We make our way to the bottom of inning number 2. 4-0, Plainsmen trailing the Dodge City A's.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event?
Jovan Suarez and Bond will come up to hit here in the bottom of inning number 2. Plainsmen trailing by 4 runs. They got a single in inning number 1, but another double play ball with men on. Stranded North Platte in a tough position. They now trail as Bryson Adair working on again to the first of the Bond boys in the lineup. Sam Tucker will hit after him in the 6th hole. Adair's first pitch is low for ball 1 on to Tucker Bond. Adair trying to come on set. His 1-0 on home is cracked down the line. Should be playable. Diving goes Stutz. Unable to make the play is Gamster. And Sam Bond shows the wheels. He's safe and sound down at first. That will start the game with an infield single. 2 hits to start the ball game for the Plainsmen. Both of them singles on the infield, and that's going to bring up Jovan Suarez. Suarez, who is right now in the middle of a Bond sandwich. Or maybe, as we should call it, a Bondwich. He's got Sam before him, Tucker behind him. As Adair comes on set to face Suarez, and he takes that one low for ball 1. So the count goes to 1-0 against Suarez, who has struggled a little bit since coming back from Hawaii, but has been able to right himself in the last games with the bat. The 1-0 pitch swung on through, and it goes to 1-1 as that one fouled off the mitt and rolls to the backstop. So Adair climbing the bump, trying to face the righty from Heston Community College out of Salina, Kansas. As the 1-1 to Suarez, hit high in the air to right field. That should be playable for Cooper Schneider. He finds it, gloves it off to his side. There is out number 1. A fly out right to Schneider, who was able to find it and glove it, and that will bring up the other Bond man, Tucker Bond. He's got his twin brother Sam down at first base. This is just the 2nd time this year that the Bond boys have been in the lineup at the same time. And now maybe trying to provide some magic as the first pitch will be taken. That will be ball 1 just outside. As Bond, who knows his brother all too well, will try and move him over and maybe get a run across as the Plainsmen trail by 4. That's a ground ball on the infield, should be 2. On to 1 goes Gamster. He'll fire it, and another double play. Gamster has turned 2 double plays. Both of them have been 6 unassisted threes, and both have ended in innings stranding men on base. We go to inning number 3, 4-0 Dodge City, the score.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity. We create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity. We create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year
On to the top of inning number 3, the North Platte Plainsmen trailing the Dodge City A's 4-0 as we get ready to have joining us in the broadcast booth Kyle McConaughey of the North Platte Plainsmen. Kyle, it's a pleasure to have you up in the broadcast booth with us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So as we get set with Nolan Williams coming up to hit for the Dodge City A's, the first question I got to ask you is what got you to join the North Platte Plainsmen?
The coach, Coach Jones, was a really big influence, and I was planning on just staying home for the summer and working, trying to get in some games in here and there. But after I had a pretty good spring in junior college, he wanted me to see more arms, more college arms. So he invited me out here to play with him.
Yeah, and what was that conversation like with Jared Jones when he decided to sit you down and talk to you about coming out to North Platte?
Oh, it was a pretty, normal conversation. Me and Coach Jones' relationship is pretty good. We're always talking about everything, so it was a really easygoing conversation. He asked me if I wanted to spend the summer out here and, meet a bunch of players and, get to know different cultures and how different styles of baseball and how everybody plays. And so it was really just an easy decision for me.
Yeah, and you see Jared Jones at your school. You also see him out here. What has Jones been like as a coach for you throughout college and also here with the Plainsmen?
Oh, he's been awesome. He's a great coach. He knows so much about baseball. He played a long time in college. He had really good coaches that coached him. And, just learn as much as I can from him. He really, how he goes about the game is very, very, very good. And it's a pleasure to be coached by him.
Yeah, and once you had made that decision that you were going to come out and join the Plainsmen, what work did you start getting ready for to play in the summer league?
So to play in the summer league, we kind of took hitting a little more seriously and tried to pick up, different types of pitches and things like that, and just kind of working with him on those things to try to get me ready to come out here. But the conference that we play in for junior college is very, very similar. We see a lot of good arms, a lot of good prospects in that conference. So.
Yeah, and you've been in North Platte for a little over a month now. How different has North Platte been from your home?
It's been pretty different. There are some things that are kind of the same. Kind of give the same vibes. I live just out of St. Louis on the Illinois side, so we got a big city right there, and in North Platte you got a few streets with some big buildings and a bunch of stores and all that. So it's pretty similar, but with college it's a lot different. We live in a small college town. We got a gas station. That's about it. So that's about all we got in there. So it's been an easy transition. There's been a lot of downtime here, which I've really enjoyed. So.
Yeah, and speaking of some of those times when you guys are not playing, there have been some community events that the team has done. Which one of those that have you gone to that's been your favorite?
So I was able to participate in one of the camps for the K's, which I really enjoyed. Let's see, what else? I unfortunately didn't get to go to some of those reading events. But the camps, signing autographs for the kids after the games. I went to the parade, which was very cool to see that culture and learn about that. And yeah.
Yeah, and so today, Taylor Swift Day at Billwood Field. What is your favorite Taylor Swift song?
So in the TikTok, it was kind of funny. I said 22 because that's all I knew. And so I was like, yeah, everyone knows 22, right? Oh, gosh. Get it. Sorry about that. So all I knew was 22 because, it's kind of iconic. It's a song on a bunch of different social media platforms. So my little sister actually saw that and gave me a call and kind of ripped me a new one for that because she's a big Taylor Swift fan. She's been to she got to travel down to Tampa, Florida to go watch her, and she put on an amazing show for them. And so yeah, she was like, 22, that was all you got? I was like, that's all I know. So I'll make a play, Zach. Get him. 2. So yeah, that was actually pretty funny that you brought that up because I got off the phone with her last night after she saw the TikTok and was like, are you kidding me? I was like, what is that? So that was very, very, very funny.
Well, since then, have you beefed up on your Taylor Swift knowledge, or is it still kind of at the same spot it was?
So it's kind of at the same spot. You know, today we've been playing Taylor Swift on the speakers all day, so I'm getting to know a lot of them, and a lot of ones that I didn't know, and now that I was like, oh, I know the lyrics to this. You know, we had a good musical chairs in the middle of the inning, right there. You know, a little shake it off, so that was good. But yeah, no, I think it's awesome that we can do these things here.
Yeah, and speaking on music, do you have a favorite musical artist?
Oh,
just
man.
in general?
In general, there's so many. You know, I grew up listening to, you know, whatever my dad was listening to. So you had some 80s rock in there, which was nice. You had some, you know, 70s hip hops, and then you kind of got in the countries in the 2000s. But my favorite artist, oh man, it would probably be Zach Bryan. I really like his music. You know, I think he's a good songwriter, and he's got a big fan base. So I kind of would love to go to one of his concerts, and his music is very good. So I have to say that's my favorite. That's definitely my favorite.
Yeah, well, around this time last week, the guys were playing the Australian team. What was the experience like playing a team mostly of players from a different country altogether?
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, that's one of the reasons I came out here. I thought it was awesome that, you know, that we got to play a different type of culture, see how they went about the game, and, you know, how they warmed. Like, I just watched everything about how they warmed up and how they, you know, went about themselves after an out, how they went about themselves, you know, just along the entire field, just how they, you know, how they carry themselves is just a little different than you know, how in the U.S. how I grew up playing. You know, they have a very different style, and it was very, very, very cool. I thought that we gotta, you know, play them and get to talk to them, and it was very, very cool. Very good experience.
Stop ball is cracked foul. It will run to 0-2 against Matthew Sandoval. When the guys are making a rally down on the field, there's one guy in the dugout who is absolutely up there on the railing and really being the loudest for this team.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're all kind of up there, but I guess the most vocal would be probably Yoshi. I'd have to say Hideyoshi. He's always up there. He's a great person to have in the dugout. Any college would be so privileged to have him in the dugout cheering your guys on. The pitchers do a good job that aren't, you know, throwing that day, of talking with the guys, telling what they're seeing about the pitches. But yeah, whenever we get into a rally, Yoshi and Rui, oh gosh.
Looks like he's all good.
I hope they're all right. But yeah, I'd have to say, you know, Yoshi's probably one of the biggest ones. Yoshi and Rui. Sometimes Rui Yoshida is really, really vocal. Those guys are awesome, so especially in a rally.
Yeah, and speaking on that, what has it been like having all those 4 players from Japan on the team?
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. It's been absolutely amazing. You know, coming here, I didn't know. You know, I only knew a couple guys. I knew Zach and Braden Zirkle is all I knew. So it was very awesome to meet them. But yes, the Japanese players are absolutely incredible. I learn a lot. So for my college, I'm an infielder and ski. Mitsuki has been teaching me a lot about infielding, ground balls. Rui's been, you know, in my ear about hitting and the Japanese style of baseball. And it is so cool to learn their culture. I'm really excited on what I can take away from here. You know, just learning from them, and you know, they're a little bit older than me, so the knowledge that they have, how long they've been playing the game. Yeah, just the style of baseball that they play is just, they play it with so much love. Make a play, Zach. Make a play, Zach. Gosh darn it. Throw him out. That's over his head. Oh my gosh, it's almost like I'm announcing. Sorry here, Toby.
No problem at all. When we bring guys up here, we always want to have them be part of the broadcast. I don't mind you taking over for a little bit at all.
I gotcha. But no, the Japanese, just the style of play. I love their culture. They've taught me so much. You know, I'm trying to learn their language, but you know, what it's kind of been is just baseball oriented. But yeah, they are awesome. They play the game with so much love and so much passion. It's been an absolute joy to be able to play with them and work with them and practice hitting, BP. Just everything they do has a purpose, and I just love being around them.
Yeah, and speaking of what you kind of learned from those guys, what has been probably the biggest thing you have learned from really anyone on this team during the summer?
So we're all kind of college guys. We've been around the game for a little bit. You know, we've all been playing since we were 4, 5, 6. Whenever our dads put a bat in our hand and said, "This is what you're playing," and I fell in love with it. I think we all did. But I think the biggest thing that I learned was probably from the Japanese guys. They didn't really teach me this. It's just how they go about their business on the field and off the field. They've taught me so much on just how to carry yourself, after an error, after a bad throw, kick ball, after you have a couple bad games in a row, how to, break out of that. And, so I'd have to say probably Mitsuki and Rui have been a very, very, it's been a pleasure to work with them, and they've really taught me a lot.
All right, well, Kyle, the last question I'm going to ask you before we let you go, with today being Taylor Swift Day, after today, are you going to go home and beef up on your Taylor Swift knowledge for your sister?
I will. I really will. For her, I will. Maybe we can get to a concert. I heard she puts on a heck of a show. So.
All righty, well, Kyle, thank you so much for joining us in the broadcast booth. We'd love to have you up here again sometime.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. As we make our way on to the bottom half of inning number 3, 6-0, your score.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
On to the bottom of the 3rd inning, Plainsmen trailing 6-0. A huge thank you for Kyle McConaughey joining me in the broadcast booth on air in the last frame. 2 runs scored in the top half of inning number 3 as that ball is hit on the ground by Braden Zirkle, foul, so it'll go to 0-1. Zirkle, the 7-hitter, he'll be fouled by Trey Runge and Carmelo Ortiz rounding out the lineup. Zirkle hitting .206 in this season, and he's been on a bit of a tear recently, as the 0-1 pitch is going to be taken low and off the plate. So it goes to 1-1. Never in our wildest dreams did we think Zirkle was going to be hitting the way he was in his last few games entering this Dodge City series. Zirkle was hitting around 2 of his last 5 as the 1-1 is swung on through, so it goes to 1-2. 11 strikeouts, 6 walked on the year, 5 runs batted in. He has been a consistent and deliverable hitter. The 1-2 lashed into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Braden Zirkle. Zirkle has singled, the 3rd hit of this ball game for the Plainsmen. The first 2 hits have all been cut down on double plays, but that one a willow cutter out into the outfield, and there's a man on to lead off here in inning number 3. And that's going to bring on Trey Runge. Runge, the 2nd baseman. And if you could hear it through the broadcast, he changed his walk-up song specifically for Taylor Swift Day. As the first pitch on to Runge is going to be taken for ball 1 just a bit outside. So it goes to 0-1. Runge changed his walk-up song to All Too Well. He wanted the full 10-minute version of it. So I was able to cut together something that worked within 15 seconds. As part of the 10-minute, as that one's going to be taken low for ball 2. 2-0 on to Runge. And if he does well today, maybe that stays his walk-up song throughout the year. We've seen men change their walk-up song and go on hitting tears. Kenneth Sugi was one of them. Rui Yoshida has been another. Something about a new song as you walk up to the plate just hits different. As the next one swung on through into the backstop, so it goes to 2-1 on to Runge, who has 1 hit on the year. That was a double against the Denver Rough Riders. He thought he had walked. They had called a strike against him to fill the count, so he just doubled it into the gap. He scored on the Kenneth Sugi grand slam. The 2-1 pitch On to Runge. Swung on him the dirt, and it goes to 2-2. Runge went fishing for one, but that one's not going to be hit even with your eyes open. So we make our way to 2-2. Nobody down, a runner on first. With Bryson Adair trying to work out of another man on base, he's allowed 3 hits in 3 innings. All of them have been doubled off as that one's fouled into the parking lot. So we stay at 2-2. Runge looking for hit number 2 on the season. Trying to move the runner in Braden Zirkel up, who has been dancing down there on the first base bag. Runge steps back into the right-handed batter's box. Comes on set is Bryson Adair. The 2-2 on to Runge is swung and hit on a line into left field. Moving over is Matthew Sandoval. Still moving over. That one drops. Hit number 2 for Trey Runge. There are 2 on with nobody out. Down to second moves Braden Zirkel. And now the 9-hole hitter, Carmelo Ortiz, will come up to hit. Runge has a single and a double on the year. And now Carmelo Ortiz, who's batting .333 on the season, with a walk, 7 strikeouts, 8 hits to his name, and one of the men who is the most excited for us doing Taylor Swift Day at Billwood Field. As Bryson Adair, who has gotten double plays to get out of every single inning to this point, will try and get another ground ball double play to the shortstop Preston Gamster. Showing bunt is Ortiz, drops it down the line. Adair struggles with it. He'll have to go back on the ball. The bunt works to perfection. Bases juiced. Nobody down on the top of the Plainsmen batting order. We will go to Zach Knowlton, who struck out looking to start this baseball game, as now Bryson Adair will be met by Rudy Gonzalez out in front of the mound. And the shortstop, Preston Gamster, as well, to talk over the next at-bat to Knowlton and settle him on down. As we have a courtesy runner coming in, and it's the man who I just had up here in the broadcast booth, Kyle McConaughey. McConaughey, who I was just speaking with in the booth, talking about his game and his time with the Plainsmen, will now be down at first base as a courtesy runner. For Carmelo Ortiz, the catcher, McConaughey down at first. Knowlton at the dish. He takes ball 1 well upstairs. It is 1-0. Knowlton hitting .246 entering today. He has 8 runs batted in. Trying to add more. The 1-0 home is hit him. That hits Knowlton. In to score comes Braden Zirkel. The bases stay loaded. It's 6-1. Dodge City, the Plainsmen have a man on the board. Down to third moves Runge. Down to second moves McConaughey, who replaces Ortiz on the base path for the remainder of today's game, but not in the field, as Cade Owens will hit. Owens got the first single of the Plainsman day. He had one on the just into the outfield that was unable to be fielded by Cooper Schneider. As Bryson Adair, still with the bases loaded, throws the first pitch. It is hit in the air, foul, so we go to 0-1. Owens, a long foul ball that hits off the batting turtle down the right field line. As Adair tries to get through it. His 0-1 on home is laced up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. It's going to split the gap with Williams. Scoring is 1 run. Rounding third is McConaughey. McConaughey is in to score. Down to third goes Zach Knowlton. This lead has been cut in half. 6-3. Dodge City leading the Plainsmen. Scoring easily was Trey Runge. Kyle McConaughey was right behind him. The RBI 2-run single up the middle by Cade Owens. And now it's Major Maiden, as Colby DeVille makes his way out of the dugout to talk with Bryson Adair. And he's going to try and settle him on down. Another run is in to score for the Plainsmen. And with Major Maiden coming up to the dish, they're going to try and settle down Adair, whose first 2 innings were absolutely spectacular. He had allowed 2 hits, but also got 2 double play balls to get out of those innings. The first 3 batters all reached on singles. Knowlton was hit by the pitch. Cade Owens singled up the middle. 2 runs came across to score, and the bases will be at the corners for Major Maiden when this mound reading breaks up. As Maiden, the lefty, grounded into the double play to Preston Gamster to end inning number 1. If he can get anything here, he might have to change his nickname to Mr. Perfectly Fine. As 3 runs have cut the lead in half for the Plainsmen. Maiden, the lefty, will face Bryson Adair, the righty. Check the runner at first, but he will be back underneath the tag in Cade Owens. Owens has stolen 12 bases thus far for the Plainsmen. That ties the team lead. Adair waits, in his first pitch on to Maiden. It's going to be inside. Runner goes down to second. The double steal. The ball skips away. It's a 2-run game. The double steal. The Plainsmen playing small ball. And how about it? It scores something as Owens steals second. The throw skipped away. It scores Zach Knowlton. That's going to be error number 1 on this ball game. As Maiden will still be at the dish with the count 0-1 against him. 0-1 is taken for strike 2 by Maiden. It is now 0-2 as the Plainsmen have a man down at second, trailing by just 2 runs with nobody out, excuse me. But Maiden is back in the count 0-2. Plainsmen now trail by just 2 runs. The 0-2 on home, swinging a ground ball on the infield. This will move the runner over. It gets to the glove of Rivera. Running is Cade Owens. Owens will score. Major Maiden is at first base. Back-to-back errors. And the Plainsmen trail by just a run. Major Maiden should have been out on an easy ground ball for Juan Rivera, but he muffed it. Cade Owens scores. Maiden is down at first. And with a man on and still nobody out, it's Sam Bond. A crazy inning for the Plainsmen. They have played at 5, and here's the big inning for the Plainsmen batsmen. First pitch to Bond, fouled off. It goes to 0-1. Rivera sitting down there at second base must be thinking that I did something bad. As Maiden is down at first on a play where he should have been out, and it should be man at third with 1 down for Bond. Instead, it's a man at first, nobody out. The 0-1 swung, hit high in the air, right side. This should be out number 1 for Cooper Tompkinson. That one does fall into his glove, so there's 1 man down. A pop-up to Tompkinson is the first out here in the inning. Number 3 for the Dodge City A's. It only took him 6 batters before Jovan Suarez comes up to the dish. Suarez flew out to Cooper Schneider back in inning number 2. Now he looks to get the Plainsmen in the getaway car and maybe take a lead. First pitch is high. That will be ball 1. Suarez once again with only 1 man out, hitting in the middle of a Bondwich. With Sam up first, popped out. Tucker will follow up next. The 1-0 bounces in the dirt, but a nice glove by Rudy Gonzalez, and it's 2-0. With the Plainsmen trailing by just a run. And if they can tie it up here, all their problems in the first 3 innings would be just champagne problems. Coming on set is Adair. He will fire on. That ball is lined. It is foul ball. 2-1. Jovan Suarez hit a liner right down the line. A scorcher, did not hit in fair. As Bryson Adair takes his time, a righty is warming up in the Dodge City bullpen if this game continues to get out of hand, especially with an inning that the A's have had multiple opportunities to get out of. None of them have been turned. 2-1, one man out to Jovan Suarez, the third baseman. He's got Major Maiden down at first. The 2-1 on home from Bryson Adair. It will be low. It is 3-1. The bread of the Bond Witch, Tucker Bond, is up next. As the meat, Jovan Suarez has a 3-1 count with one man down. Setting on up is Adair. His 3-1, swinging a line drive, hitting in the right field, moving back Schneider. Schneider still moving back. He will make the catch. Going back to first is Major Maiden. The throw will not beat him. That one looked like it was going to hit off the Jimmy John sign in right field. Instead, it falls into the glove of Cooper Schneider. There are two men out. For Tucker Bond, who has two down and a man on first in Major Maiden, that ball had some carry to it from Jovan Suarez, but it could not carry out. Now Bond trying to extend the inning and maybe tie for the Plainsmen. First pitch, and he does a half swing, but he does go around, so it is 0-1 on to Tucker Bond. 0-1 to Tucker Bond will be taken low, so it is 1-1. With Major Maiden down on the first base bag, the Plainsmen hoping to tie this ball game in this spot. Bryson Adair sets on up. Is 1-1 on home. Swing and a miss, and the count runs to 1-2 to Tucker Bond. Plainsmen trail by just a run after entering this inning, trailing by 6. The 1-2 to Tucker Bond. Does he go around at a ball that was in the dirt? He does not. We waited to see on it. The field umpire, Ron Russo, does not make the call on it, as now Esteban Cardoza-Kendo will be out, and he's going to have a chat with the home plate umpire, Travis Monk. And now he's going to have a conversation with Ron Russo, the field umpire. Russo is, in his body language, seeming like he's very adamant about the call, that he did not go. The Plainsman dugout saying that Tucker Bond did not make his way around on that swing. We're going to wait and see what the conversation between Russo and Monk yields, as Monk is trying to investigate his way through a check swing. The Plainsmen have scored 5 runs in this inning. The first 6 batters reached base safely. The last 2 have all been outs. As we will now move our way, both umpires move back to their positions, so the count is 2-2 on to Tucker Bond. He stays alive with a nice turn of events. Digging in to the batter's box. 2-2, 2 down, runner at first. Plainsmen have 5 already across in the inning. The pitch home from Bryson Adair is going to be taken for ball 3, and the count is full to Tucker Bond, who held the bat in his hand and will face a full count. On deck is Braden Zirkle. The 3-2 pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss. There's a strikeout, and the inning is over. But the North Platte Plainsmen score 5 runs in the inning. It is a 1-run game as we make our way to inning 4 of baseball.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Clear, focused eye care with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at ticketsmarter.com.
Plainsman Pete inexplicably wins the mascot race. We make our way to the top of inning number 4 after the Plainsmen played 5 runs in the bottom half of inning number 3. Leading it off, the leadoff man, Juan Rivera. He has reached base successfully twice. And now he will take ball 1 down and low. It is 1-0. Peyton Ramsey still towing the rubber for the Plainsmen. After now, he has just a 1-run deficit against him. That one is outside, 2-0 to the lefty Rivera. And never in the Plainsmen' wildest dreams it felt like 5 runs in the inning would happen. They got it in the last frame as that one's outside for 3-0 onto the lefty Rivera. Ramsey sets on up his 3-0 pitch. And that one is a strike, so it is 3-1. Three-1 on home to Rivera is in there for strike 2. Peyton Ramsey dots a fastball on the black, and the count is full. Coming on set, the full count home. That one is in the dirt in front of the plate, so a walk. The leadoff batter will make his way down to first. And for the 4th consecutive inning, the leadoff batter is down on the bag as the Plainsmen are Hayes here in the 4th inning. Trailing by just a run, with Dodge City having their speediest runner on base and a chance to re-extend the lead. Schneider has reached on an... Today they've stolen 3. Ramsey sets on up. Fires the 1-1 in to Schneider. Runner will go for third. Ramsey's throw down to the third is late on its own. 3 stolen bases on the day for Juan Rivera. They cannot get a man out on the base paths. That one was inside for strike 2. And the speed of the Dodge City A's is proving to be a problem for Plainsmen pitchers. 1-2 home, swinging a ground ball. This should score a run. Runge's got it. He bobbles it onto first. It's going to be late. A run scores. It is 7-5 A's. They have made 1 back of the 5 they allowed in the last inning, and it's to a 2-run game again. That will be ruled in error by Runge, who bobbled it and just could not come up with it. So that is the 4th error that the North Platte Plainsmen have committed in today's game. It scores a run. He was going to score regardless as Preston Gamster comes up to hit. Check the runner at first. He is back in time, as Ramsey is concerned about the speed of men on base. Gamster has been hit by a pitch, flew out to Knowlton, who finished off a nice double play to Carmelo Ortiz. Ramsey sets, checks the runner, and he was going to be back safely no matter what he did. Nothing fancy about that one, as Gamster will still wait on the first pitch from Peyton Ramsey. First pitch home, taken for a strike. It is 0-1. Gamster at first, Schneider at first, Gamster at the dish. 0-1, taken low for ball one, so it goes to 1-1 on the count. With Schneider still waiting on it from Peyton Ramsey. Runner fakes going, swinging a fly ball down the line and left. It will be looking up as Owens, and that one is gone. A home run for Preston Gamster. 2 runs will score. It is 9-5. 3 runs come across in this inning after the Plainsmen played 5 in the last. And that inning now feeling like nothing can go right for this team, as any close game for the Plainsmen feeling delicate against the Dodge City A's. 9-5 now your score. That one cleared over the Premier Toyota sign. Another home run for the Dodge City A's. As that will bring up Nolan Williams. It is the first they have hit against the Plainsmen. First pitch is taken low for ball 1. Remember, the Plainsmen did score 5 runs in the last half inning. 3 have scored in this one. So after trailing by just a run, they now trail by 4. The 1-0, that is in there, the old number 1 for strike 1, 1-1 the count. Williams has singled and been hit by a pitch. He has yet to be retired by Plainsmen pitching. 1-1, that is strike 2. Ramsey's got him in a hole. As the Plainsmen try and get out of this frame, just the 3 runs of damage done. A clean slate for Peyton Ramsey. His 1-2 home, foul ball, so we stay at 1-2. Plainsmen allowed double-digit runs in game 1 against the A's. They appeared to be on that path yesterday, but after inning number 3, they did not allow another run, allowing just 6. Now they're 1 run away from allowing another inning of double digits. To Williams, who comes on up. Ramsey sets, waiting on his sign from Ortiz. He's got it. And the 1-2, swing and a miss. There is out number 1 in the frame. Ramsey working with a new slate after the walk error and the home run. He gets the first man down. As Davin Conway will come out to talk to Peyton Ramsey, the dugout empties, and it feels like that will be the day for Ramsey, who has 3 strikeouts to his name. Conway gives the sign, and so Peyton Ramsey's day will end. He goes 3 1/3 on the mound. 9 runs score with him pitching. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, a new man on the mound for the Plainsmen.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Peyton Ramsey goes 3 1/3 against the Dodge City Ace. He gives up 9 runs, including a home run to left field. His day is done after 3 Ks. And the man on the mound, Hideyoshi Kawahara, his first batter will be 23 Cooper Tompkinson in inning number 4. That one is going to be off and inside for ball 1. Kawahara, the first year from Riverland, Minnesota, pitched 1 inning for Riverland against Dakota Wesleyan. His 1-0, swinging a ground ball on the infield for Bond. Tucker's got it. Tucker to the bag. There are 2 men out. So after the home run, the slate has been wiped clean for the Plainsmen, and they get a quick 2 men down. That's going to bring up Rudy Gonzalez, the catcher. Kawahara, making his 7th appearance, has pitched 13 innings, allowed 11 runs to a 7.62 ERA, has struck out 4, walked 9, and has a fastball in there for strike 1 on to Gonzalez. Kawahara sets. The 0-1 is bouncing off the dirt, so it goes to 1-1. To Kawahara, as the Plainsmen trying to avoid more runs on the board, as Peyton Ramsey was just unable to get out of the frame. The 1-1 is high for ball 2. In a 4-run Plainsman deficit in Game 3 between the Plainsmen and the A's, Plainsmen are looking to avoid being swept for the first time in a multi-game series since they faced the Cage Rats baseball team, as that is lined to left field. Kate Owens will have a play on it. He leaps up and makes the grab to end the inning, but some midnight rain for the Dodge City A's makes it 9-5 as we make our way to the bottom half of inning number 4 here at Billwood Field.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau.
On our way to the bottom half of inning number 4, Bryson Adair still on the mound for the Dodge City Ace. He has a 4-run cushion behind him as 3 plated in the top half of the 4th inning against Peyton Ramsey, as the Plainsmen will have 7, 8, and 9 due up again It'll be Zirkle, Runge, and Carmelo Ortiz. First pitch to Zirkle, and that one hit him. The first pitch hits the knee of Braden Zirkle. So one pitch, and the Plainsmen have a rally starter, a HBP. He's on down to first. And that's going to bring up Trey Runge. Runge making the move. Walk-up song for today, All Too Well, and already it's worked out all too well for Trey Runge. Had a single. His last time up, just hit number 2 on the season. Adair, first pitch, he shows bunt. That one is going to be inside for a strike. It is dropped by Gonzalez, but Zirkle will not move up. Runge waiting on an 0-1 pitch from Adair, who last time out allowed a big inning. There is nobody warming in the Dodge City pen. The 0-1 on home. Runge holds. That one is in the dirt, so it goes to 1-1. Still holding at first is Braden Zirkle. As the Plainsmen are trying to send the Dodge City A's back on home with a loss in tow. They trail by 4. Coming set is Adair. Is 1-1 home. Swinging a ground ball on the infield. Gamster has it go through him. The two infielders don't communicate, Gamster and Rivera. No talking. The ball goes between them, and error has 2 on and nobody out, and the Plainsmen benefiting another error. I don't know who the mastermind of this kind of plan is, but it's working well for North Platte so far. As that will be the 7th error in today's game. 3rd by Dodge City. 3 have been committed by the Plainsmen, as Carmelo Ortiz, who got an infield single on a bunt his last time up, is up to hit. He was trying to move 2 runners over. Instead, he bunted his way on to fill the bases. If he earns his way on, Kyle McConaughey will be the runner. That one is inside for ball 1 to Carmelo Ortiz. In a 4-run deficit, they scored 5 in the last frame. Anything would be beneficial to the North Platte side. 1-0 on to Carmelo Ortiz from Adair. That one's on the ground on the infield. It's going to be a tough play for the third baseman, Stutz. Stutz onto first. It clangs in the dirt. Another infield hit for Carmelo Ortiz. 2 consecutive in the game, and that loads the bases with nobody out. Deja vu, anybody? The top of the lineup up to hit in Zach Knowlton with the bases all juiced on up. An absolutely gorgeous infield play for Carmelo Ortiz as Kyle McConaughey comes out as the courtesy runner. Adair, first pitch is high in the strike zone, 0-1 the count. Plainsmen have been able to get through Adair as Adair is moving down to the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. From our angle, it looks like Norman is making his way to warm up as another one is fouled back. Quickly 0-2 to Knowlton, who was hit by a pitch to score the first run of today's game for the Plainsmen side. Oh, 2. Nobody out. Bases full of Plainsmen. The pitch on home is high, and having to move his helmet out of the way is Zach Knowlton. It is 1-2. Adair on home, swinging a ground ball on the infield, gets by the dive of Stutz into left field, scoring his run. Back to third will go Trey Runge. It's a 3-run ball game. Zirkle, station to station go the runners. As to second goes McConaughey. First on the light single goes Knowlton. Another RBI on the day for Zach, and that's going to bring up Cade Owens. Owens singled up the middle, drove in 2. He stole second during his time on up. As Owens trying to provide some pop. Plainsmen trail by 3. The tying run is on base at first, and ball 1 is taken away. Adair, who was beautiful through the first 2 innings, has lost it in innings 3 and 4. The 1-0 on home. Owens takes ball 2 down low beneath the knees. It is 2-0 to today's left fielder. As Preston Gamster, the field general at shortstop, is out to talk to Adair, and maybe that will just be to give some time to Norman, who is up in the A's bullpen. So back to shortstop goes Gamster as the infielders pinch for double play. The corners are in, trying to prevent anything on the ground from scoring a run. The 2-0 fouled back. It is 2-1. As Adair trying to work out of it. With the bases loaded and nobody out, a run already across here in the bottom half of inning number 4. The 2-1 on home. He shows bunt, pulls back low in the dirt. It's 3-1. As Adair tries to work out of it. He's a pitch away from walking in a run that would make it a 2-run baseball game. The 3-1 on home. He takes strike 2, and the count is full. A run needed for the Plainsmen. They trail by 3 with them all loaded up. The 3-2 from Adair to Cade Owens. Swung on the ground for Rivera. Rivera bobbles it. He'll have one play at first. They get the out. The run scores. It's a 2-run ball game. Down to second moves Zach Knowlton on a sac hit. Over to third goes McConaughey. Scoring is Runge. Plainsmen trail by just 2 with Major Maiden coming up to bat. Maiden grounded into a double play. He reached on an error as well. He was stranded at first in the last frame. Now it's time for Mr. Western Wednesday to be the hero on Taylor Swift Thursday. First pitch takes inside for strike 1. It is 0-1. The tying run is in scoring position. The go-ahead run is at the plate for Maiden, who has a home run in the season. Just 1. Looking for number 2. 0-1, taken, ball 1. The count is 1 apiece. Coming set is Adair. He's wait, got it, and the 1-1 is high and away for 2-1. To Major Maiden, on deck is Sam Bond. 2 on, 1 out, and a 2-1 count on home to the 3-hole batter today, Major Maiden. From Bryson Adair. The pitch, down low, ball 3, and he's in danger of walking him full for Sam Bond. Maiden taps the bat twice on home plate. Adair kicks and fires with a 3-1 pitch. Ground ball to first. They're going to have the out at first. Throw on home is behind the catcher. Scoring home is a tying run. There will be no play at the plate. 2-run score. It's 9-9. Major Maiden, a sac hit. The throw home trickled away from Rudy Gonzalez, and right with it was Kyle McConaughey. He singles Zach Knowlton all the way. It's 9-all. The Plainsmen, I don't know about you, but they're feeling 22. 9-9 your score, with Sam Bond coming up to the dish. And maybe the most unlikely sequence of events to score a run for the North Platte Plainsmen. There are 2 out and nobody on. That one is swung on through. Strike 1. There's going to be an error ruled on the play as Knowlton able to score on a bad throw by the first baseman Cooper Tompkinson, as that one fouled off. The count runs to 0-2 onto Bond. And a 9-9 ball game. The Plainsmen have scored 4. Adair's 0-2, swinging a ground ball onto third. It goes to the glove of Stutz, fielded by Gamster onto first. It is late and wide. Back-to-back errors by the Dodge City A's. That is number 5 game. Number 3 of the inning. And there's a man on first. And that's going to bring up Jovan Suarez. As out comes Esteban Cardoza-Akendo, and that's going to be the day likely for Bryson Adair. Norman's going to make his way onto pitch, but the damage is done. The North Platte Plainsmen have tied it at 9-all. When we come back, a pitching change at Billwood Field.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your...
Jovan Suarez will come up to bat. A man down at first, 2 men down. The Plainsmen have it tied at 9, and in between the innings, they were feeling 22. Tied at 9-all, 4 have come across in the frame, and Caden Norman up to the pitcher's mound, Norman, the righty from Dodge City Community College out of Bulverde, Texas. His first pitch to Suarez, who shows bunt, takes strike 1 as he holds the bunt down, unable to make contact. Suarez in an 0-1 count. He has flown out twice to Cooper Schneider. Now the 0-1 on home from Caden Norman. Swung on through, and the count is 0-2. Norman has pitched 7 innings, allowed 2 runs, pitched to a 2.57 ERA throughout the year with 1 strikeout and 6 men walked. He's now a pitch away from getting out of the inning without the lead given up, but the tie given to the Plainsmen. His 0-2 to Suarez, swing and a miss, strike 3, the side is retired. But the North Platte Plainsmen come out swinging, and how about it? If it was a movie, it couldn't get any more perfect then this. 9-9 as we head to the 5th at Billwood Field.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeart Radio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at Ticketsmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including
Hideyoshi Kawahara will face 7, 8, and 9 here in the top half of the 5th inning. Dawson Stutz will lead it off for the Dodge City A's. He'll be followed by Matthew Sandoval and Jordan Rodriguez. As Kawahara sets on up, his first pitch home is going to be taken down for ball 1. The count is 1-0. On to Stutz, who has struck out twice today. Both of those were in at-bats against Peyton Ramsey. Kawahara, the new man, on the bump. 1-0, swung on through, and it's 1-1. Kawahara pulled the string on a fastball, dots it on the part of the plate. One and one. On home is taken in, and a beautiful changeup just misses inside, so it is 2-1. Kawahara sets and fires a 2-1, swinging a line drive hit over by the shortstop, but that will get through the reach of Runge. It is a leadoff single. And another inning in a row where the Dodge City A's have gotten the leadoff man on, make that 5 of 5. As Matthew Sandoval will come up to hit. Sandoval has grounded out to Rivera and doubled in this ball game. Coming set, Kawahara. He fires the first pitch. That's a line drive down the line. That will be a foul ball. It just hit to the right of the first fair foul line. So it is 0-1 onto the 8-hitter, Matthew Sandoval. Oh-1 to Sandoval. As Kawahara comes set. Readies with Stutz down at first. Check on the runner. He will be back in time underneath the diving tag. So we'll stay at 0-1. Nobody out to the 8-hole batter, Matthew Sandoval. Was grounded out to Zirkle and doubled in today's game. The double drove in a run back in inning number 3. Plainsmen have yet to put a 0 up on the scoreboard. There's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, but 5 in the third and 4 in the fourth by Plainsmen batters have tied us at 9-all here in inning number 5. As Hideyoshi Kawahara throws the 0-2 on home to Matthew Sandoval. It is lined into center field. That's going to be a base hit in front of Zach Knowlton. Fields it off a hop, so runner stalled at second base, but back-to-back hits, and the Plainsmen are in trouble. And after the Plainsmen had an immaculate time at the dish, now they're struggling on the mound again with the 9-hitter Jordan Rodriguez up to bat. Rodriguez, a single and a fly out in today's game. This will his first time against Hideyoshi Kawahara, who throws the first pitch, swinging a high fly ball center field, moving back Knowlton. Knowlton settles under it, comes in, makes the catch. Runners hold at second and first as the throw skips over the head of Runge. There is a huge out, number one. A fly out on one pitch to Zach Knowlton, who had to move back and over but made the grab and threw in time to keep Stutz down at second, and that brings us back to the top of the order and Juan Rivera, who has not been put out in this ball game. As coming up now, the one-hitter Rivera takes a pitch off inside, so it will be trying to wait and see. I think it will be 1-0. Kawahara sets on up, and the pitch is outside for 2-0. As joining us in the broadcast booth, we have Scrappy from the Guardians of the Children. Scrappy, thank you so much for joining me up here in the broadcast booth today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So the first thing that I'm going to ask you is, what is it that Guardians of the Children do?
We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization based here in North Platte, but we're also a nationwide organization, and we advocate for abused kids.
So the next question I'm going to ask you is, what got you interested in joining Guardians of the Children first initially?
Just a way to help the kids and an excuse to ride a motorcycle more.
All right, and the next question I'm going to ask you, first off, how much fun have you had being on Guardians of the Kids?
It's amazing. It's fun pretty much every day.
As coming up to the dish is Cooper Schneider. And the next question I'm going to have to ask you is, what kind of motorcycle do you ride? That's got to be one that's somewhat up there on the list.
I ride a Harley-Davidson Ultra.
Ooh. My dad is a motorcycle guy himself. Dad, do you know anything about that?
Well, the Harley is a very nice ride. My first motorcycle was a Honda CB125.
Ooh. Not fully sure what that means, but Dad sure does. So when you're coming up with this system, how do you coordinate people to join on Guardians of the Children for when you're needed?
Anybody that wants to join the Guardians of the Children can call me, any of the officers on the board, or they can send a message through the Guardians of the Children's public Facebook page.
Yeah, and is there one specific number that people should know and reach out to if they want to join or if they want to help in any way?
That would be my phone number. It's area code 580-530-1484.
Once again, 580-530-1484. And how much has this meant to you, especially getting out there and helping people as part of Guardians of the Children?
It means a lot. It means more to me than anything, pretty much.
So the next question I'm going to ask you is, if people want to help but they can't quite join or they can't do anything, is there a way that they can help out Guardians of the Children without joining the group and participating in that way?
We have different levels of membership. If they wanted to be a support member, you don't have to have a motorcycle. You just have to pass a federal and state background check so that you could help at events and things.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for joining me in the broadcast booth. Thank you for all the work that you do. It's a pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks for having us out here.
Absolutely, as we make our way on to the bottom half of inning number 5 here at Billwood Field. Tucker Bond leads us off in the bottom half of inning number 5. Plainsmen tied at 9-all with the Dodge City A's. Caden Norman still out on the bump. He came in relief and finished off the 4th inning. Bond is 0 for 2 on the day, takes one high for ball 1 against Caden Norman. He is one of just 2 men for the Plainsmen who has yet to reach base in today's game. In front of the plate, so it is 2-0. Jovan Suarez was the other one. As we once again thank Scrappy from Guardians of the Children for joining us on the broadcast in the last inning. Be sure to listen back to that, and if you have any questions or if you'd like to help in membership, reach him at 580-530-1484. 2-0 is taken high. Ball 3 to Tucker Bond. Waiting on deck is Braden Zirkle. Setting up is Norman. Norman's 3-0 on to Bond. Is going to be in there for strike 1. Just clips the inside part of the plate. So it is 3-1 on to today's first baseman, Tucker Bond. As the lights are on here at Bill Wood Field with some clouds moving overhead. 3-1. That ball is laced in the air. Center fielder moving back. Nolan Williams. He'll settle on. He'll settle. He's stopped. Makes the catch. There's the first out of this inning. The Plainsmen had their first inning in the top of the 5th when they did not allow a run. 5 and 4 in the last 2 frames from Dodge City pitchers. Now they try to settle on down against Plainsman batters, and it's Braden Zirkle. And 7, 8, and 9 have been the vigilantes on the Plainsman side. They have started the rallies, kept the rallies going, and scored the runs. As Zirkle will take the first one well upstairs. It is 1-0. He has singled and been hit by a pitch. He was hit on the front knee in the last inning. That started the 4-run rally to tie this game at 9-all. As Norman, the 1-0 home, swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt, so it is 1-1 on to Braden Zirkle. 1-1, 1 down, pitch on home. It is low for ball 2 to Zirkle as he tries to earn his way on again. That would be the 3rd time on. Trey Runge is waiting on deck. 2-1 on home. That ball is fouled back, so it goes to 2-2. With 1 down to Zirkle. They try and get a man on for Runge, who has been nothing short of red hot today in the Plainsmen grays and white as they wear their spaceman-style uniforms. The 2-2 on home. That one hits him in the shoulder. And that one caught Braden Zirkle on the hand, and that one clearly hurt him. We're going to wait and see if was that going to be a foul ball off the knob of the bat, however. Zirkle takes off the foot protector as Jared Jones, the head coach, will come out, look at the hand, and he will make his way down to first. So a hit by pitch right on the hand and a tough one. The 2nd time in a row Zirkle has been hit. And now Trey Runge up to bat. Runge with his new walk-up song, All Too Well. And I'll tell you what, with his new song, All Too Well, it's been an absolute love story for Runge. He is 1 for 1 with a single. He has also gotten on base via the error. He has scored both times he has gotten on. As Runge readies to face the first pitch from Caden Norman, who had cruised through 2 batters, allows a hit by pitch. We'll see if the Plainsmen can force him undone. It's 0-1 on to Runge. Runge trying to work his way on through, keep the line moving, and send it to the 9th spot in Carmelo Ortiz. If anyone of these men can get on base and move it back to the top of the lineup, that would be greatly appreciated for the Plainsmen batters. As the 0-1, that one's going to be hit high in the air, should be playable for Gamster. Gamster moving back, settles under it, and he will make the catch in his glove. There are 2 men out. And now that will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Carmelo Ortiz. Ortiz, back-to-back singles in his time on base. He has been courtesy run for by Kyle McConaughey twice, and scoring both times was McConaughey. So Ortiz readying on up, trying to extend an inning against Caden Norman, who has settled down the Plainsman batters. That one is well outside, so it goes to 1-0. The way this game has been back at fourth, been some kind of great war between the Plainsmen and the Dodge City A's. 1-0 the count, 2 down, runner at first. Plainsmen and the A's tied at 9-all in an 18-run total ball game. 1-0, high, ball 2. To Carmelo Ortiz. Waiting on deck is Zach Knowlton. And if they can get Knowlton up, that's going to be one of the more dangerous players in the Plainsman batting order, especially in today's game. 2-0. That one is going to be taken by Ortiz high, and it's quickly 3-0 to the catcher, Carmelo Ortiz. The Dodge City A's had Bryson Adair out there for the first 3 2/3, and it looked good until everything started to fall apart, and then after that, he is just another picture to burn on their side. 3-0, 2 down, to Ortiz, the catcher, holds the bat nonchalantly, and he was taking all the way. He'll take his base, and Kyle McConaughey will come out of the dugout to be the courtesy runner. So the go-ahead run is in scoring position, with McConaughey being at first as the courtesy, and Braden Zirkle down at second. And we heard McConaughey talk about the men who are loud in the Plainsman side during a rally. We see it right now. On the top step, loud and signaling, is Rui Yoshida. Right next to him, Kenneth Sugi. As Zach Knowlton, the top of the order, who has been on his game today. Absolutely on fire. The first pitch to Knowlton, he takes strike one. The count is 0-1. Against Caden Norman, who has been able to cruise but is now facing his first jam with the runner in scoring position. The 0-1 taken 0-2, and quickly the Plainsmen in a situation where a strikeout would put teardrops on their guitars. Caden Norman sets on up. Looking back at first, he's got the sign. Norman's 0-2, home to Knowlton. Runner sold, pitch is high, throw down to third. It will be not in time. Down to second moves McConaughey. A stolen base moves Zirkle to third. The double steal, and there are two in scoring position on a 1-2 count to Knowlton with 2 men out. The go-ahead run is 90 feet away. A run that would make it a 2-run Plainsman lead and give them their first lead of this Dodge City series is at second. The 1-2 home is high for ball 2. Norman, who has pitched so well to this point, could become an anti-hero with just one throw. He sets. The 2-2 home, swing and a miss, he got him down. Retires the side, leaves 2 men on base, 9-9 as we head to inning number 6 at Billwood Field.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff. With top-notch dentists in 3 locations, you can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning, plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates, with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Billwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants.
Hideyoshi Kawahara will pitch in the 6th inning. The Plainsmen had runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 out. They were unable to convert a man in. We now make our way to the 6th. Plainsmen and the A's tied at 9-all. As Preston Gamster will come up to hit. He's 1 for 2 on the day with a home run in his last at-bat. First pitch, and he takes a beautiful changeup from Kawahara. It's 0-1. The 0-1 on to Preston Gamster from Hideyoshi Kawahara. Swung on and missed. Another one where he pulls the string on it. A beautiful looper and right through the bat. It's 0-2. Kawahara has not struck a man out today. He's 0-2 home. Swinging a ground ball on the infield for Braden Zirkle off a couple of hops. He will not get a throw on it as he cannot bring the ball out of his glove cleanly. And so the leadoff man for 6 straight innings has reached for the Dodge City A's. Another leadoff single. That one is going to be a tough play for Zirkle, and they will rule that as an error. So a leadoff error will be ruled against Braden Zirkle. And now it brings on Nolan Williams. He was the last batter that got to face Peyton Ramsey. Ramsey was taken out of the ball game after he struck out Williams. Kawahara came on in relief. This will be his 3rd inning on the mound. Runner goes, pitches high. The throw down to second base is in time. They got him. Carmelo Ortiz, the cannon behind the dish. There's one man out and an 0-1 count to Nolan Williams. The Dodge City A's had been running wild. It was a track meet against the Plainsmen, but Carmelo Ortiz shows them August. And there's one man out. The 0-1 home is inside for ball 1. The count goes to 1-1. Against Nolan Williams, who has singled, been hit by a pitch, and struck out swinging. The 0-1 is away, so it goes to 2-1. Kawahara with a 2-1 on to Williams. 1 out, swinging a high pop-up, gets down a play off towards our side. It runs to 2-2. Trying to strike out his first batter of this ball game. As the Plainsmen trying to get through this inning, a clean one. 2-2, 1 down. Here's the pitch from Hideyoshi Kawahara. It is low and the count is full. Williams looked like he thought about making a swing on it. Instead, will be standing there holding the bat, facing a full count from Hideyoshi Kawahara. The first batter he faced reached on an error by Braden Zirkle. He was then caught stealing, trying to make his way down to second. Kawahara's full count on home. Swing and a miss. Hideyoshi Kawahara K's a man on up, and there's 2 outs. Kawahara bejeweled him with the swing and a beautiful pitch. There are 2 men out. That's going to bring up Cooper Tompkinson. Tompkinson, single error and a ground out in this ball game. As Kawahara gets the sign facing the lefty Tompkinson. His first offering home is a changeup that goes middle. Tompkinson holds the bat, and a nice job. It's 0-1. 0-1, Kawahara kicks on home, swinging a fly ball hit in the air center field. Knowlton goes out, then moves in on it. Still moving in, makes the catch for out number 3 in the inning. Death by 1,000 cuts on the Plainsmen pitching staff gets them through inning number 6. We make our way to the bottom half. Plainsmen and the A's all knotted up at 9.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the Ticket Smarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think Ticket Smarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They have everything you need to embrace the Western lifestyle. Find the perfect fit, whether it's boots, hats, or apparel. Step into a world of Western style at KJ's Boots and Western Wear.
The Nebraska Lottery. From the Mega Millions to the jackpot and the Nebraska Pick 5, the Nebraska Lottery has it all. And with realtors all over the state, it's as easy as ever to try your luck on the lottery. And please remember to gamble responsibly.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. Ticket Smarter has seats for over 125,000.
Peyton Walters takes the bump after Caden Norman goes an inning and a third, settles on down the pitcher's sky. As now coming up, Cade Owens to lead off the bottom half of inning number 6. The Plainsmen untied with the Dodge City A's at 9-all. They had a gold rush in inning 4 and inning 3. That is how they were able to tie the ball game. And it has stayed at 9-9 all. As Walters, the righty from Garden City Community College out of Garden City, Kansas, the hometown kid for his school, has pitched 19 1/3 innings, allowed 20 runs, an 8.90 ERA. Inside, that will be ball 1 to Owens. As Cade Owens trying to get something started for this Plainsman side. He's 2 for 3 on the day. He will take for ball 2. He singled in the first but was doubled off. He singled in the third, drove in 2 and scored, and he had a sac hit in inning number 4. That made it a 1-run ball game. The 2-0 from Walters, foul ball. It goes to 2-1 against the righty from Northeastern Junior College. And Cade Owens trying to keep this one with some Plainsman momentum. 2-1, line drive foul. We go quickly to 2-2 on Owens. As Caden Norman, despite facing some jams, don't blame anything on him, don't blame it on me, unable to get out of it. 2-2, nobody out to Owens. As Walters sets, kicks, and fires, swinging a foul ball off towards the light standard, so he will do it on again, as that ball will get off towards the birthday party happening on the first base party deck. Earlier when Kyle McConaughey was up in the broadcast booth, the line drive was hit right over there. That's what we were concerned about. That is also why there is a group of people on the party deck celebrating a birthday. The 2-2 to the leadoff batter, Cade Owens, here in the 6th, is swung on in the dirt. There's going to be a throw down to first, and that will be in time to retire Owens. There is out number 1. And now it's Major Maiden, who is technically 0 for 3 on the day. He has reached on an error that vitally kept inning number 3 going. He also, with the sac hit, brought in the tying run. And now Major Maiden trying to get a rally going with a tie game here in the bottom half of inning number 6. Maiden waiting on the first pitch from Peyton Walters. Here it is. That is low and away, so it's ball 1. Maiden on the season has been red hot, especially as of late, batting .270 entering today, 9 RBIs and a home run to his name. The 1-0 fouled back, and that one hits the post right to our right. If there's no post there, that hits off a window on the press box. And maybe we would have had some bad blood with Major Maiden if he tried to hit one of us with the baseball. However, I don't know if that's possible with Major Maiden. We love you down there, Major, as the count is 1-1 with 1 down to Maiden, the DH. Setting on up is Peyton Walters. He will fire the 1-1. That is taken low and in, so it is 2-1 to the big lefty Maiden, who is followed by Sam Bond. Taps the plate, gets ready, takes his practice hacks, as Walters kicks and fires the 2-1 home. Swing and a miss, and that is 2-2. Major Maiden tried to hit that ball all the way back to December, but he swings on through it, and he has 2 strikes against him. Coming on set, Peyton Walters. His pitch on home, swinging a ground ball foul, so we stay at 2-2. Walters pitched 42 2/3 at Garden City Community College. He allowed a grand total of 65 earned runs, struck out 45, a 13.71 ERA against him. As he looks for a strikeout against Major Maiden, that one is low, and the count runs full to Maiden with Sam Bond waiting on deck. Setting on up is Walters with a full count and 1 out to Maiden. The 3-2 is pulled high and tight. Maiden takes his base. He works a 1-out walk. Major Maiden, a nice job, and that will bring up Samuel Bond. Bond, one of the 3 Bond triplets. 2 are playing for the North Platte Plainsmen right now. The 3rd we have heard about. We have not actually seen for ourselves. But from what I have been told by Justin Santos, the 3rd Bond boy has immaculate hair, as Bond tries to use his hair to maybe power a run on in. First pitch taken away. That is strike 1. Bond in an 0-1 count with Maiden down at first after the walk. That was Maiden's first time reaching base, not helped by the errors. The throw over is dropped by the first baseman, Cooper Tompkinson, so Maiden is back beneath the tag. On deck is Jovan Suarez, who is 0 for 3. Bond is 1 for 2 with an error also while at the dish. The 0-1 home, he takes ball 1, so it's 1-1, 1 out and a man on as singles all around. Coming set is Walters with the sign. He will throw the 1-1 on home to the kid from Georgetown, Texas, in Sam Bond. Does he go? He does. It is 1-2 on to Bond. Trying to get on base and work something for Jovan Suarez. 1-2, 1 out. Here is the pitch from Peyton Walters, foul ball. Bond fouls it back. So he swung at it. And the count is 1-2. Still on to Bond. With Jovan Suarez on deck, the Plainsmen have left 2 men on base in the last inning, have a man on here in a tie game 9-all. Check the runner at first. It will skip away down the line and right. Maiden goes into second. Maiden still churning the legs. He will stop there. So the double play is now out of order as Maiden, on an error on the throw by the pitcher Walters, has Major Maiden in scoring position as the go-ahead run. That is the 6th error committed by the Dodge City A's, with Major Maiden at second base and a 1-2 count to Sam Bond. Walters sets, looking back. He will kick and fire home. The 1-2 fouled back into the screen again by Sam Bond. He has swung through the last 2 pitches he has seen, and much of this May of Peyton Walters has not come up with sweet nothings. So it'll be 1-2, 1 out as the catcher Gonzalez goes out to talk to his pitcher Walters. With 1 down, the go-ahead run in scoring position, Jovan Suarez waiting on deck. Gonzalez has the pitch down for Walters, who shakes off, now accepts. His 1-2 to the first of the 2 Bond boys in the lineup, Sam Bond. Here it is. Swinging a line drive, foul down the left field line. That ball was laced by Sam Bond, but it goes foul. So he will face another 1-2 offering after 3 consecutive 1-2 foul balls. 2 were into the screen, 1 was down the line, hooked towards the Axis party deck. Setting is Walters. He's got it. The 1-2 home is taken inside by Bond. The throw gets away from Gonzalez. The throw down to third as Major Maiden wisely stays where he was. If Maiden had gone, it would have been likely that the throw down to Dawson Stutz would have had him on the base paths. And now Gonzalez will go out for his second conversation with Peyton Walters in the Sam Bond at bat, as they try and talk things over. Waiting on deck, Jovan Suarez. Bond, the brother of Sam, more of a batting average, on-base percentage kind of guy, opposed to his brother Tucker, who in college hit bombs. From the same hometown in Georgetown, Texas, as Mason Crosby, the kicker, and most famously, Nolan Ryan. 2-2 to Sam Bond with 1 down, Maiden in scoring position at second base. Here's the pitch home from Peyton Walters. Swing and another foul ball. Moving over is Tompkinson. He will slide, makes an immaculate catch. There are 2 men out. Bond pops foul for out number 2, frustrated as he makes his way back to the dugout. Maybe not seeing red, but definitely seeing maroon, as Jovan Suarez will come up to the bat. Suarez coming up to the dish. 2 down and a man at second base in scoring position. As Suarez is 0 for 3 on the day, 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Coming set is Walters. His pitch to Suarez. He takes it for ball 1 outside. Remember, on deck is Tucker Bond. The Plainsmen have left men on base in scoring position in the last inning. They have a man here in scoring position with 2 down. In a 9-9 ball game where they once trailed by 6 runs. Walters sets on up. His 1-1 home to the third baseman, Jovan Suarez, hits one, popped up, foul territory. Tompkinson chasing over. He will give up chase as that one clangs foul. So it goes to 1-1. Suarez hit 190 coming into today. His 0 for 3 not helping him right now. But the Plainsmen could see the way I loved you if he gets a big hit right here. Walters with the 1-1 on home. That one is taken away. It is 2-1. The throwback is a little high for Walters, who has to do a jump. Major Maiden was watching that one the entire time, but he stays where he is. With 2 down to the third baseman from Salina, Kansas. Walters has the sign. He sets on up. Checks the runner, and the 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count is 2-2. One strike away from getting out of the inning with no more damage done. The Plainsmen one hit away from their first lead in a ball game since Monday. That was the game they won against the Game Day Angels. Setting on up is Walters. The 2-2 to Suarez. It is taken for strike 3. The second strikeout in a row for Jovan Suarez. He takes that one looking. We go to inning number 7, 9-all the score.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
Scottsbluff County Visitors Bureau. Located just 3 hours from North Platte, Scottsbluff County features some of the most stunning landmarks in the state. From Chimney Rock to the surrounding hills and bluffs, Scottsbluff County has it all for your outdoor exploring dreams.
Nebraska Land Bank. Nebraska Land provides big bank services with the benefits of a local establishment. With 3 locations in North Platte, Nebraska Land provides home loans and personal accounting services along with business service as well.
At Mid-Plains Community College, we look to the future of students and their success, the future of the workforce and our community. We don't believe in waiting for opportunity, we create opportunity through a hands-on learning experience with instructors that provide one-on-one knowledge, skills, and training. Because whether you're on your way to a 4-year college or university or starting a new career, the future is you. Transform your future at Mid-Plains Community College.
After runs dominated the first few innings of baseball, nothing for either side the last 2 frames as Hideyoshi Kawahara back out to work his 3rd inning on the mound. He will have to face 6, 7, and 8 from the Dodge City A's as we have a meeting between Travis Monk and Ron Russo, the umpires in today's contest, as Kawahara readying to throw his first pitch in to Rudy Gonzalez, who has flown out twice and reached on a fielder's choice. The first pitch from Kawahara, swung on, ground ball, skips off the glove of Suarez. That's going to get down. It's going to be a base hit. Rounding first, stopping there is Rudy Gonzalez. So that's going to be a single right off the glove of Jovan Suarez. 7 innings, 7 times the leadoff batter has reached base. The Plainsmen have not been able to get that man out. And now the question is, can they hold him off the scoreboard? As Dawson Stutz will come up to hit 2 strikeouts and a single today. The first year from Kearney, Nebraska, hit .242 at Garden City Community College. Hit .222 coming into today's game with the A's. The first pitch from Hideyoshi Kawahara, swinging a foul ball, so we go quickly to 0-1 as that one goes off towards the parking lot. Setting is Kawahara. Looking back, and the 0-1 on home is in the dirt. It skips away from Ortiz. Runner goes to second. The throw down will be not in time. From our angle, it looked like they had him. The throw just beats the runner. But the tag unable to be applied. So now a runner in scoring position with nobody out and a 1-1 count on to Dotson Stutz. 1-1, swing and a miss. There is strike two. Stutz has been retired twice today as the Plainsmen try to avoid any damage after making an immaculate comeback already in this ball game. The 1-2 on home to Stutz. Will have to wait as Kawahara fakes a throw back to second to keep Brian Gardner honest, who is the courtesy runner for Rudy Gonzalez. 1-2, nobody out. The pitch on home is swung on, hit in the air center field. Now moving over is Runge. Runge back, moving in is the left fielder Owens, makes the catch. Bye-bye, baby, out number one. That will bring up the 8-hole batter with one man down. And Matthew Sandoval. And Sandoval, 2 for 3 on the day, a double and a single. He's driven in a run. He's also been part of a 4-3 putout. He ended inning number 1. As Kawahara still setting up on the dump for the Plainsmen. Comes on set. The first pitch is in there, a beautiful changeup by Hideyoshi Kawahara. It's 0-1. To Sandoval. Hideyoshi sets on up. He will kick and fire an 0-1 pitch on into Sandoval, who swings that one, puts a charge into it to center field, into the gap, moving over Knowlton. There are 2 men out. Runner tags, but he will have to hold as the throw is right there on a rocket to Jovan Suarez. A hard hit fly out to Knowlton, and quickly there are 2 outs for the 9-hitter, Jordan Rodriguez. 2 down and a man at second. Hideyoshi Kawahara trying to work through another inning. Rodriguez led off inning 2 with a single. He has flown out twice. To the DH, batting .333, entering today. He's hitting that right now on the day, and that's a strike on another changeup by Kawahara, who loves the changeup. 0-1 the count to 28 Rodriguez. Down at second is Brian Gardner. Kawahara sets. His 0-1 pitch is a ground ball. That's going to be a tough play. Fielded by Zirkle. Zirkle throw on to first. It is wide. That's going to score a run. It's going to be 10-9 Dodge City A's, and I don't get why Braden Zirkle threw it. If he holds on to the baseball, the runner has to hold at third, and they could have gotten out of an inning. Instead, they gift the Dodge City A's the lead on an error. The run scores on an E4, so a single and an E4. And the Plainsmen right there gift wrapping a run on the error. It's 10-9 Dodge City as we head to the top of the order. Kawahara still working out there. The first pitch, foul ball. We go to 0-1 on the top of the order, Juan Rivera. And Kawahara, on that play, he was on his own, as it gives the lead back to the Dodge City A's. As Braden Zirkle upset with himself at second after they had allowed 2 scoreless frames, turning a fake through by Kawahara, so it stays 0-1. Kawahara sets. His 0-1 on home to the leadoff man Rivera, who takes ball one just inside. It's 1-1. 1-1, 2 down, and a 10-9 Dodge City lead. Game 3 of 3 between these two. The 1-1 is in there for strike 2, and the count runs 1-2 to the lefty, Juan Rivera. Plainsmen trying to send it to the bottom of the 7th inning with just 1 run against them. They had to make a 5-run and then a 6-run comeback. 1-2, swinging a line drive. That's going to get down in the outfield for a base hit. Rounding third is Rodriguez. The throw home, they're going to have him in a rundown. Ortiz gloves it. Ortiz tags him out. What a nice job by Carmelo Ortiz. They keep it to a 10-9 ball game. Not quite a blank space, but all right, your name, Hideyoshi Kawahara. A fantastic outing on the day. We make our way to the bottom of the 7th. 10-9, your score.
When you're 15 and somebody tells you they love you. You gotta mention that song. Tell me. What's his name? When Major's up the bat, you gotta mention it. Say what? Sage and Sarah. Track the new pitcher, Sage and Sarah. 15. Beats me. Cisneros. Never heard of the Cisneros. Mr. Cisneros. Number 15. That guy.
And I thank everybody for knocking down the Taylor Swift music as I introduce the new pitcher, number 15, Cisneros.
When you're 15 and somebody loves you, Zayt Cisneros comes on to pitch for the Dodge City A's, and he will be facing Tucker Bond, Braden Zirkle, and Trey Runke, holding a 1-run lead entering the bottom half of inning number 7. Tucker Bond left on deck with Major Maiden in scoring position in inning number 6. He is 0 for 3 on the day, but for Tucker Bond, he could now be Bond as he takes low for ball 1. Bond, the 6-hole batter, not quite 007 in today's game in the lineup, 006. The 1-0 on to Bond. Takes one low again, so it is 2-0 to Bond. He will be followed by Braden Zirkle and Trey Runke. If anybody gets on, Carmelo Ortiz, Plainsmen trailing by a run. Looking to add something right here. 2-0, ground ball on the infield, fielded by Cisneros. Cisneros on to first, it is in time. There is quickly one man out. And now Braden Zirkle, who has been red hot, will come up to hit. Single and 2 hit by pitches. They have tried to work him out. but they have been unable to. Zirkle in the right-handed batter's box. Getting the sign is Cisneros. His pitch home. Swing and a miss. There is strike number 1 onto Zirkle. Zirkle was 206 entering today. He's 1 for 1 technically with 2 hit by pitches, 2 runs scored to his name, as the 0-1 is taken low for ball 1. And a day after being just 1 hit by the A's, the Plainsmen have 8 already in this ball game. They trail by just a run here in the bottom half of inning number 7, as stepping off the mound is Zaid Cisneros. He sets up to fire the 1-1 into number 5, Zirkle. Zirkle, a ground ball foul towards the Plainsman dugout. It goes to 1-2. Plainsmen trail by a run. 1-2 to Braden Zirkle with 1 man down. Here's the pitch home from Cisneros. Swinging a fly ball hit in the air left field. That's coming in on a line right at Matthew Sandoval. There are 2 outs. That was a frozen rope hit right to left field and right at Matthew Sandoval, who all he had to do was come in on it. And that will bring up Trey Runge. Runge, coming in on the day, was only hitting 1 hit. He has 1 already today. It was a single. He has reached base twice in today's game. And maybe with his new walk-up song, that's when things will turn around for Runge. First pitch is taken for strike 1. So the count is 0-1 on to Runge. Plainsmen trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They'll have 2 more to get anything done if the deficit stays at just 1 run. The 0-1 pitch taken in the dirt, so it goes to 1-1 on to today's shortstop. With 2 men down and a 1-1 on the shortstop. Coming set is Cisneros. He wheels and deals home, taken low, ball 2. And Runge, despite all the problems he had coming in today, I knew you were trouble before you walked up to the batter's box. And already today has been making a name for himself. 2-1, 2 outs. Setting on up is Cisneros. His 2-1 home is onside, and it skips past the catcher, so it's 3-1. If anyone gets on base, being Runge, Carmelo Ortiz, who is red hot, comes up to hit. Ortiz is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk to his name. He has scored twice. McConaughey has scored twice as his courtesy runner. 3-1 home is going to be in there for strike 2. It looked high on Runge. He made a step off towards the first base bag, and now it's all filled up with 2 down. Cisneros trying to work a 1-2-3 7th inning and blank him. 3-2 is low, ball 4. So Runge walks, and there is life yet for the Plainsmen. He makes his way down to first, and now it's going to be Carmelo Ortiz. Ortiz has singled twice in this game. The courtesy runner in for him is Kyle McConaughey if he earns his way on base. As Ortiz gets his equipment ready, takes off the catcher's gear, and makes his way to the right-handed batter's box. With 2 outs and the tying run on base. In a 10-9 ball game, Dodge City leading North Platte.
The catcher, Ortiz.
Ortiz waits on up. The first pitch, he takes away. It's ball 1. The first-year catcher from Cudahy, Wisconsin, goes to Milwaukee Area Technical College, has a chance to be a hero and put snow on the beach for the Dodge City A's. That one is high and away, but for strike 1. Count goes to 1-1 on Carmelo. Cisneros sets on up. His 1-1 home is low That is ball 2. He walked Runge. If he can walk Ortiz, that would put 2 on the tying run in scoring position for Zach Knowlton. Setting up Cisneros. His 2-1 to the catcher is in there for strike 2, and we're even at 2-2 with 2 outs and a man on first. Plainsmen trying to keep the inning going and keep a rally going as they trail by a run on Taylor Swift Day. In the bottom of the 7th, Cisneros, the 2-2 home, swinging a drive. Left field, moving back is Sandoval, reaches out, and he makes the catch. Sandoval reaches to the left, makes a dandy of a play, and the side is retired. A hard line drive that will send Ortiz back to the dugout. 10-9, Dodge City entering the 8th.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
North Platte Regional Airport. With 2 daily flights to Denver, North Platte Regional Airport is just one short connection away from any destination in the world, all with short lines and personal service. Remember on your next flight to fly with North Platte.
Pepsi. From providing beverages to Plainsmen home games to being in the local deli's drink cooler, Pepsi is proud to support the North Platte Plainsmen, and our thanks to them for keeping the drink coolers stocked and ready at Billwood Field.
Get great seats, safer, simpler, and smarter with TicketSmarter. Choose great seats from over 125,000 live events, all backed with a TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Get your tickets smarter at TicketSmarter.com.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
2 innings of baseball left. The Plainsmen will need to hold the Dodge City A's and score 1 run if they wish to tie it. 10-9 your score as we enter top half of inning number 8. Cooper Schneider will face Hideyoshi Kawahara, who is out for his 4th inning on the mound. He came in inning number 4, got the last 2 outs of the frame as the Plainsmen try to retire their first batter in the leadoff spot of any inning. Showing bunt, but taking for ball 1, so the count is 1-0 on to Cooper Schneider as Carmelo Ortiz is out to talk to Hideyoshi Kawahara. As Ortiz trying to keep it where it is before this game could possibly get any worse for the Plainsmen, settling him on down. He will make his way back towards the plate, with the Plainsmen trailing by 1. 1-0, top half of inning number 8. Cooper Schneider hitting. He has reached twice on errors, a fielder's choice, and a flyout, as the Plainsmen have failed to retire the leadoff batter in any inning. That one is low for ball 2. As Kawahara struggling to find the zone on Schneider, as he's in his 5th inning of work. 2-0 home. The pitch to Schneider is high and away, so it's quickly 3-0 to Cooper Schneider as the Plainsmen trail by a run. Schneider sets on the pitch from Hideyoshi Kawahara. The 3-0 is in there. That is strike one. Kawahara dots a fastball inside, and he's quickly got him 3-1. As some summertime fireworks going off beyond the right field fence. The 3-1 on home. Shows bunt, pops it out. Carmelo Ortiz, the first leadoff batter retired. Athleticism by the catcher. There is one man out. A bunt attempt by Schneider. He hit it up the top of the bat. Ortiz was able to run it back, make the catch on it. The most athletic catcher for the Plainsmen gets the out, and that brings up Preston Gamster. Gamster coming up. Has a home run in today's game. That scored 2 runs. As one of the last batters that faced Peyton Ramsey. The first pitch from Kawahara is outside. It is 1-0. Plainsmen trying to get through this set and hoping that they and the Dodge City order never, ever, ever get back together. The 1-0 is high, so it goes to 2-0. On to Gamster. On a 2-0 count. His one hit in the day was the home run. He has also flown out, reached on a hit by pitch, and an error. He was caught trying to steal. As Kawahara sets on up, his 2-0 is a swing and a line drive right through the glove of Runge on the infield. Just could not make a play on it. That's going to be a hard hit single for Preston Gamster. Runge went up and almost made a spectacular play on it, but he's on his own as he tries to reach up, make a grab. It falls on down. Man on, 1 out for the 4-hitter Nolan Williams. Williams makes his way up. He has struck out twice, also singled. First pitch on to Williams. We'll have to wait as the check on the runner is a bit late, so he will stay down at the bag. Waiting for the sign from Carmelo Ortiz, and he's got it. Checks the runner again, but he is back in time. Kawahara waits on up. Gets the sign, comes set, as a firework pops out and right. The first pitch home is taken right down the middle. A fastball pumped in by Kawahara. It's 0-1, trying to provide some fireworks of his own into the zone. With 1 out and a man on, in an 0-1 count to the 4-batter, Nolan Williams. Kawahara's pitch, swinging a line drive, that will be foul, and we go to 0-2. One pitch away from getting out number 2 here in inning number 8. The Plainsmen trail by a run. In the bottom half of the frame, it will be the top 3 batters on the Plainsmen side. Kawahara sets on up. His 0-2 home. In the dirt, not offering at it, is Williams, so it goes to 1-2. As the Plainsmen try to get it out, look at what you made me do, says Hideyoshi Kawahara. A changeup in the dirt that misses. 1-2 on to Nolan Williams. Kawahara sets. Is 1-2 high. It's 2-2 even. Two, 1 down. Man at first in Preston Gamster. He singled through the glove of Trey Runge on a hot shot. The 1-2 from Kawahara. Runner goes swing and a miss. Throw down to second will be high. There will be no getting the steal, but a strikeout. Hideyoshi Kawahara says, "You belong to me." The strikeout, out number 2. As Jared Jones comes out, trying to call time and talk with the umpire, gets an explanation, a stolen base. considering maybe an obstruction on the batter that will not go as Cooper Tompkinson comes up to hit. 2 down and a man at second. Dodge City A's leading by a run. Kawahara sets, looking back and fires home, swinging a ground ball on the infield. It's going to be a tough play for Zirkle. Zirkle ranges, fires, got him. They leave a man in scoring position. 10-9 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 8.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land Days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus is your one-stop shop for any visual needs you have. Check them out at clearfocuseyecare.com.
Looking to unleash your inner cowboy or cowgirl? Check out KJ's Boots and Western Wear. They will have you looking sharp for Nebraska Land Days. Whether it's boots, hats, or apparel, KJ's Boots and Western Wear will have you stepping into a world of Western style.
Great seats at a great price. Get them safer, simpler, and smarter with Ticket Smarter. A proud partner to the biggest names in live sports and events, including ESPN events and iHeartRadio. TicketSmarter has seats for over 125,000 live events and 48 million tickets for sale. All backed with the TicketSmarter 100% ticket guarantee. Thinking about your next great live event? Think smarter. Think TicketSmarter. Get your tickets your way, guaranteed, at TicketSmarter.com.
Clear Focused Eye Care, with comprehensive optometry service ranging from exams, corrective lenses, and treatments for dry eye. Clear Focus.
On to the bottom half of inning number 8. Plainsmen trail by a run with the top of the order coming up. And continuing our interns in the booth series, we have Frankie Anna, one of our social media and photography interns. Frankie, thank you for joining me up here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, finally.
Absolutely. So the first question, as I asked to every single intern, is what do you do for the Plainsmen?
So for the Plainsmen, I take pictures and I run social media, so whatever you're seeing out there, probably made by me or Liz, and lots of the photos, that is us. But yeah, we just put the word out for any events and all games and what's going on within Billwood Field in our park, and yeah.
As Zach Knowlton bunts on the first pitch, fireworks go off in right field and fireworks on the field. A lover of that play down to second on the single and the throwing error. So the next question I'm going to ask you has been, what is your favorite moment so far with the Plainsmen?
I would probably say, not really a moment, but I'd say all the friends I've made between players and interns. I just really love being around these people. They know how to make my day better if it's down, and obviously winning is fun too.
As Owens coming up, he will show bunt on the first pitch, takes it in the dirt. The throw gets away, down to the backstop, down to third goes Knowlton. Knowlton rounds the bag. He will stop there. So in a situation like this, when there's a rally going on in the dugout, who have you seen being the most loud down there when you've been in the dugout?
Oh gosh, it really depends on the day. Loud? I don't know. I might have to go with Javon. He's pretty loud. Carmelo talks a lot. Yeah, I'd give it to one of those two.
So the next question I'm going to ask you is, what drew you out to North Platte?
North Platte. Well, Nebraska's kind of a place I've never really I feel like, explored before. And it's only 6 hours from my hometown, which is Kansas City, so that's not super far for me, in my opinion. But being this far on the side of the country, I just feel like that would be cool to see. And I've learned that there's not much out here, but what we have out here is good enough.
That one fouled off towards the party deck, so it goes to 1-2. Today being Taylor Swift Day at the ballpark, what is your favorite Taylor Swift song / album?
Favorite Taylor Swift song would have to be Out of the Woods, and that comes from my favorite album, 1989.
Very good answer right there. As the 1-2 on home to Kate Owens. He will take a ball outside, so the count runs to 2-2. Away from the team, what has been your favorite moment just as an intern with the Plainsmen?
I would have to say, besides my friends, obviously, I love when we all went up to Gehring. I don't know if that counts as outside of the team because obviously that's a game, but I
Part
really
of it was
enjoyed-
outside the team.
Right.
The road trip was outside the team.
the road trip, us being able to all ride together, like within our first week of knowing each other, we really got to bond and get to know each other well through that 2-hour car ride and that 2-hour car ride back. But it was also fun getting to know their interns up in Gehring too.
Absolutely. The 2-2 is thrown high, so the count runs to 3-2. What is it usually like down in the dugout as one of these social media photography interns?
Depending on the time and place and where they're at in the game, you either see a lot of emotions, and it's honestly cool because these boys all have different personalities. So it's nice to like get to know them and how just they are as like their own people outside of baseball.
As Owens pops out on the infield to Dawson Stutz, one away, that will bring up Major Maiden. We have a couple of recurring promotions throughout the year. Tropical Tuesday, Western Wednesday. I'm not including this one even though maybe Taylor Swift Thursdays have to become a thing. What has been your favorite recurring promotion we do?
For sure, Western Wednesday. I love getting to dress up with my hat, and I wish I would have brought my boots and my own hat from home if I would have known we were going to be doing that, but it's nice to watch the boys come in and wear their cowboy gear. They really get a kick out of the day, and they have a lot of fun.
So kind of going back on the next question that I have, when did you decide to join the North Platte Plainsmen?
I chose to come to North Platte, I would say, I think it was around Thanksgiving, so like in November. I had looked at several positions from many teams all around the country, and North Platte, I don't know why, just seemed like an interesting place, and I really wanted to check it out. And it was a pretty good choice because I met a lot of people that I'll probably talk to for a long time.
Now, the next question I have is, we as a group of interns have gone out to a couple of restaurants to eat before games, after games, while at the office. What has been your favorite one we have tried in North Platte?
I would have to say Good Life. That is a place that's got the perfect selection of food and drinks. I am 21, so I'd say that their food and drinks are both good. But my favorite when we've been at work going to Tempura, I love sushi, so I'd say that's a fan fave.
As fireworks going on from the distance, a 1-2 count to the DH Major Maiden. He will take outside for ball 2. Count runs to 2-2. Is there any kind of event that we have coming up that you're looking forward to, especially, being down there and photographing as one of our interns that does that?
Yes, for sure, the 4th of July. We've got Fan Fest, and we've got our game against the U.S. Military War Dogs, so we're super excited about that, and also post-game fireworks. So for sure, come out for the 4th of July. We've got a lot going on, and it should be an exciting time to celebrate our country.
So the next question is, what got you interested initially in doing social media and photography as a career path?
So I had been taking pictures just as a hobby, like majority of my life, and I love to do it. I was a college athlete, so I didn't really get to focus on it as a job till after I stopped playing. I just got offered to do it for my school down at Missouri Southern. I take pictures for all the athletics there, and I just really enjoy it.
Yeah, and you and Sage, our stadium operations intern, come from Missouri Southern. What has it been like having a friend from school come out with you to North Platte and just having that support system?
It was for sure a plan. She's my best friend from college, and we definitely knew we both wanted to try and work in sports, so we just went online and looked for a job we could both go to together, maybe outside of the state, and North Platte took us both, so it was a win-win for both of us.
Fly ball to center fielder, carries Williams back. He makes the catch, tagging is the runner. We are tied up at 10-all. Scoring is Zach Knowlton off a sac fly hit by Major Maiden. There are 2 men out. We always bring interns up at the right time in the booth because it seems to kickstart a Plainsman rally. We need to have each one of you up every single inning, it feels like, at this point.
Yeah, for sure. Call me if you ever need anybody.
So as part of your work, you've also done some of the community events. Recently, there was the kids camp. Earlier, there was the community fishing event. Which one of those and some of the other events that the team has done in the community have been your favorite to go to at as a member of the Plainsman staff?
So I was at youth camp, and I was also at the fishing event. The fishing event was fun because I know all the guys, well, majority of the guys love to fish, and they had a lot of fun, and some of them even caught some pretty big fish, so that was cool. And youth camp was fun to watch them work with the kids, and I could tell they had fun today, especially playing wiffle ball, so that was nice to see.
The 0-1 misses outside to Sam Bond, so the count runs quickly to 0-2 from Zaid Cisneros to Bond. It's coming set, fires on the 0-2, swing on and miss. The side is retired. The last question I'm going to ask you before you go to break, what are you most looking forward to for the rest of the summer?
For the rest of the summer, for sure looking forward to the 4th of July and more memories to make with my friends and hopefully more wins for the boys.
Thank you, Frankie. Well, a run comes across to score. We are tied 10-all, heading to the 9th inning of baseball here at Billwood Field.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Miller Coors provides beer to Billwood Field for the 2023 season. From Coors Banquet and Light to Budweiser and other Bud products, the Plainsmen are proud to have Miller Coors provide beverages for all Plainsmen home games, and please drink responsibly.
Great Plains Foot and Ankle, providing quality health care since 1991. Great Plains Foot and Ankle is the perfect place to go for any foot pains. And with no referrals needed, it's as easy as ever to schedule an appointment with them today.
Maple Park Dental Associates has the best quality dental care and the friendliest staff with top-notch dentists in 3 locations. You can be sure to get your regular checkups and cleaning plus any dental care anyone in your family needs, including fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, wisdom tooth extractions, implants, dentures, partials, straightening, and whitening. They can even help with those facial fine lines and wrinkles. Love your smile with the help of Maple Park Dental Associates with offices in North Platte, Sutherland, and Broken Bow.
Hideyoshi Kawahara, fantastic over 4 2/3 innings, allows just 1 run on the board as Justin Santos will pitch the 9th in a 10-10 ball game. Plainsmen tied it in the bottom half of inning number 8. There was one time the Plainsmen have been tied entering inning number 9 this season at home. That was last Tuesday against the Greeley Grays. They won that game 6-5 on the walk-off, wildest sequence you will ever see, and Justin Santos is on the hill. He has thrown 12 innings, allowed 12 earned runs, 10 walks, 5 strikeouts as he slots into his new role in the bullpen. Santos will face Rudy Gonzalez, ball 1, 1-0 the count. Santos moved to the bullpen from the starting rotation as he flips with Peyton Ramsey in terms of his role on the mound. Ramsey was the late inning reliever for a while. He became a starter in recent weeks. Santos is now one of the relief pitchers, and ever since shaving his beard, Santos feels like a completely new guy. Some of the mistakes he was making early in the year seem to be not there, at least in his last outing on the hill. As he comes set with the 1-0 out to Rudy Gonzalez, the catcher. The pitch on home is in there for strike 1, and the count is 1-1 from Justin Santos. After the Plainsmen tied it in the last frame, trying to hold it where it is, going in to the bottom of the ninth, it's going to be a ground ball on the infield for Zirkle. Zirkle flips it onto first. The throw is off the line, and he is safe. Another mistake by Braden Zirkle, the second baseman who cannot find it out there with the glove. 7th error in today's ball game, and the Plainsmen haven't had bad karma, but you can't say they've had good karma. And so the leadoff man is on again. In 8 of 9 innings, the leadoff batter has reached. That will bring up Dawson Stutz with the man at first, who would be the go-ahead run in inning number 9 after an out by Braden Zirkle turned into a man on as the corners are drawn in. Bunt shown, pitch gets away from Ortiz. The runner will make his way down to second. And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position with nobody out. An error and a wild pitch. The Plainsmen who handed a lead to the Dodge City A's in the top half of inning number 7, now in danger of handing a lead in the top half of the 9th to the A's, as Jared Jones is quickly out to the mound to talk to Justin Santos. The first batter reached on an error, is down to second on a wild pitch, and Jared Jones just wants to settle him on down before this game gets rough. When the Plainsmen played the Greeley Grays on Tuesday last week at home, back on the 20th, Noah Soper came on to pitch the top half of inning number 9 in a 5-5 ball game. He walked the bases loaded with nobody out, then managed to work out of the inning with nothing across to score against the Plainsmen. Jared Jones is hoping that this situation can run the same way as he tries to settle down his pitcher Justin Santos. The Plainsmen trying to avoid being swept by the Dodge City A's in 3 games. As Dawson Stutz will come up to hit with a 1-0 count, Jared Jones trying to settle down in this ball game after the error by Braden Zirkle, which pulled Tucker Bond off the bag, put him on base. He reached second on a wild pitch. Santos has his sign from Ortiz. He comes on and fires the 1-0 right in there, a fastball pumped down the middle, 1-1 the count. Santos just trying to work one batter at a time. He sets on up. He will deal the 1-1 home, swing, and a foul ball off the mask of Ortiz, and it is quickly 1-2. So the talk from Jared Jones, settling down Santos on back-to-back pitches, and he's one away from out number 1 before facing the 8 batter in Matthew Sandoval. Stutz has struck out twice today. That was the first 2 times he came up to the dish. Santos sets the 1-0 to Stutz. Swing and a miss. He got him. Santos throws a fastball right on the outside part of the plate. A firework goes off to emphasize it. There is 1 man out. Plainsmen needing to get out of this frame with no damage done. Santos trying to deliver. With 1 out for the lefty, coming up in the pinch hitting spot, in the regular spot, it's Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval has doubled, singled, grounded out, and flown out. He will take the first one low for ball 1. The count is 1-0 from Santos to Sandoval. The righty sets, kicks, deals the 1-0 home to Sandoval. Pitches outside, runner holds at second. It is quickly 2-0 to the 8-hole batter. As Santos settled down on the last batter, has now struggled with the strike zone on Sandoval. The 2-0, swinging a line drive center field. That one's going to find the glove of Cade Owens. Throw to second, high. They step the bag. A double play. A line out right into the glove of Cade Owens. A rocket to second. A jump and a leap by Trey Runge. He got him out. We go to the bottom of the 9th. 10-10 your score. Santos gets out of it with paper rings on his fingers. top half of the 9th inning ends on an insane double play from Kate Owens as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Jovan Suarez up to hit. Daniel Castagna, our live stream operator, joining me as my color man in the booth. Daniel, pleasure to have you for the bottom of the 9th inning.
Let's hope so. I think I'm coming on for that intern magic thing. So
it's worked so far as Jovan Suarez takes strike one on the outside part of the plate. It is 0-1, still facing Zaid Cisneros, the righty. As Suarez sets on up, waits for the pitch from Cisneros. 0-1, line drive left field. That ball's going to drop down fair. Suarez has a single. He rounds first. Suarez going into second. The cut, the throw is not in time. A leadoff double for the kid from Salina, Kansas.
And all the Plainsmen are getting out of the dugout now clapping.
The Plainsmen have gone to the bottom of the 9th inning as the home team tied just once. Dan, that was against the Greeley Grays last Tuesday, and that game ended on the wildest of sequences.
Yeah, that was the Mishiki Kono.
That was the Mitsuki Kono game, and guess who's on second base right now? It's the speediest player on the North Platte Plainsmen. It's Mitsuki Kono.
Let's hope he doesn't get cocky, though.
As Kono, the pinch runner in for Jovan Suarez in the bottom of the 9th. Plainsmen and the Dodge City A's are tied at 10 as the Plainsmen look to avoid being swept by Dodge City. Kono was the pinch runner last Tuesday against the Grays. He scored the winning run on a shallow sac fly. It's Tucker Bond up to hit. Bond shows bunt. He will pull back, and the first one is strike one.
Nice try.
Cooper Tompkinson was all the way in on the infield grass as Kono was going to run the whole way.
I could probably see why and do a sacrifice bunt, something like that, so they could get Kono to third. Good idea.
The infielders will be in as the 0-1 will try to be bunted. It's down on the infield. It hits the ground. Runner goes to third. Throw to first is high. It's high. Kono's coming in. The throw is up the line. Mitsuki Kono. Another wild sequence. And the Plainsmen walk off number 2. They have walked it off twice in the season.
Yeah, but
none of them
walk-off
have been on normal plays. A sac bunt from Tucker Bond. The throw goes up the line. Mitsuki Kono ran it all the way in.
They finally dumped the water on this Axel batter, I think.
Tucker Bond lays down a beautiful bunt. The throw by Zaid Cisneros got up the line. What a play. An error scores the runner. An E1. The ball game is over. The Plainsmen are 6-19, and they avoid the sweep.
That's the exact same ending as that you were talking about as the Grizzly Grays, but it was towards this game was towards the first base, but that game was towards the catcher, right?
That one was in center field, and the arrow was off of the catcher. This time it's off the pitcher, and it goes up the other line. Dan, the intern magic in the broadcast booth is real.
Maybe.
We got to have one of you all in here every single inning. We wouldn't lose another game.
I could be that if you want me.
Absolutely, Dan. Well, the North Platte Plainsmen, the wildest of sequences. A sac bunt scores Mitsuki Kono after the leadoff double by Jovan Suarez, and the fireworks going off in right field, exemplifying the Plainsmen win. And of all the games we've loved before, this one we love the most. Plainsmen take down the Dodge City A's 11-10. The series is over. 6-19 on the year. From Tobias Zabore and Daniel Castagna, we say so long, good night, and thank you for watching.